If I'd thought about it, I'd have booted this game up on the laptop and played along. I'm going to start from scratch, so, right, we're going to pick a name. Let's get, I'll tell you what, we'll wait for a few in the... Big tip, anyway, big tip for everybody who's never played this who wants to start. I'll give tips along, any questions as well. This one here, always start this for your first time. Do not start any others, because these are for more advanced players. Always start with a standard farm. I will turn the music down when we get into settings, because it's very loud in my head. I want a female, as we always do, and I don't mean that literally. Volume Jeff, it's a lady. We're having a lady. I always play as ladies. You know that if you follow me a lot. Always ladies. Can we change her hair? Let's have. I want some bright hair, and I'm changing the hair colour to be bright purely so you can see it better on the map. Call her Eric. Jesus Christ. Call her Eric. That's what I want. I want white. Call her Eric. Eye colour. Just tell me, what's the point of having eye colour in this game? Jesus. Pants colour, we need to be white as well. You just need a bright character so you can see it a lot better on screen. How can we change the hair but we can't have the shirt? There we are, all white look. Right. We need a name for the lady and we need a name for the farm. No silly names for the farm. And I haven't made coffee, I couldn't be arsed. I've just got some more water. Shall I shut the curtains so I can get rid of this glow on my face because I look in a right state, don't I? Oh shit. Better. See my ugly mug a bit better. Keith. It's a female, people. Give me some lovely lady names. Ba-dum, ba-dum. The music's really good in this game, by the way. Barbara. I'm going to tell you something. You've picked two names there, by the way. Used to be my father and mother-in-law's names. How fucking weird is that? Them two names you've given, the Eric and the Barbara, are my ex-in-law's names. That is too weird and creepy. Of all the names you could have picked. We'll call her Babs, George. Let's call her Babs. Let's call her Babs. So we've got the name Babs. What about a farm name? Something farm. Let's call it... I like Dave better than Babs. We're going to call it... I know what we'll call it. I know what we'll call it. Rant Farm, this one's called. Broken Skull Ranch. And favourite thing, I don't know why we put this. We'll have to add the man thing, won't we? We're ready. Let's go. And we'll wait till there's everybody back in the room, or at least the people that were in the room. I'll let you listen to the intro for the sad story that begins. The beautiful music and the sad, sad story of what became of Stardew Valley. And why Stardew Valley became what it was. Look at the sad story. No, don't open it. Just wait till I croak. So basically, the beautiful, pleasant Stardew Valley opens up with their granddad dying. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. Oh, how we feel the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. Why has he got a great fucking sword above his fire, by the way? Not a great machete. When this happens, my dear, you'll be ready for this gift. XX years later, the boring monotony of the desk. It's a shame that Dave's granddad she'll look after the farm though. Brilliant. Tim, look at the state of this office. Looks like everyone's been sick on the desk, look. Looks horrendous. I like the way they've all got cameras looking at them though. There she is, look, in the middle. There's old Babs. There's somebody dead on the end. Oh, she's had enough. She's had enough. It's all over. But no, wait. She remembers. What about Grandad's letter? I've never played Stanley Parable. And I know everybody's going to have a spaz and say, what? You've never played Stanley Parable? I think I've seen about 2 minutes of it. Is that the one where you keep going through doors and it just like repeats and shit like that? Have I got to click this? Oh look, I've got to click it. Dear Babs, if you are reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. I know how you fucking feel. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will you? So what's going to happen? Hey, good old Grandad. If you ignore the narrator, bugger off. Oh, you mean, I thought you meant me, Jason. Sorry, that's me being daft. The Stanley Parable, I thought you meant me then being horrible. As we take a ride into Stardew Valley and arrive. It's been a while since I've played this, so I might be a bit rusty. I know, I get that, Jason. I may be a bit rusty, and I'm going to tell you now, if you're a person that's watching this game to see what all the fuss is about, I'm going to tell you now that in this hour or so you're going to see me play it, you're going to think it's the most boring, shitty thing on the earth, but it's not. You need to go with it. You must be Babs. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here if you follow me. And this is your farm. What a shithole of a farm it is. This is Rant Farm. It looks good now when you call it Rant Farm. Still reckon Dave would be a better name. She's Babs. Yeah, Babs, I get it. Look at it. What's the matter? It's a man who makes mats. No, surely it's a bit overgrown. Seen this, Toz. Phil Spencer, when specific game discussions turn from playing great games to which a piece of plastic I own feel like... Yeah, obviously you're going to say some more, Benji. Is this a Phil Spencer quote? When specific game discussions turn From playing great games to which piece of plastic I own, I feel like this game needs the song Here Comes the Sun. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There you are, that's all you're getting. Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil. I'm waiting for that further thing, Benji, if you're going to finish that off. I feel like we've lost the plot. Well said, Benji. A very good quote from good old Phil Spencer, and people should take note. It's video games, for fuck's sake. We're grown-ass men. Just sit and play the fucking things. And if you don't like the people that talk about them, move on and find somebody that you do like that talks about them. Please, save the fucking world from destruction. Oh, mate, you can sing. I'm not that far advanced yet. Jesus Christ. With a little dedication, you'll have cleaned up in no time. Robin. God, I tell you what, I can't remember that farm ever being in this state. Fucking hell, it's a big thing. You are not going to get me on the uke. I can't even play a tune, I can just play chords. I've got a chord ratio of about 10 chords. And on a uke, with it only having 4 strings, you can actually string some... I think it's a well-known fact that three notes or chords, as it call it what you will, you can play over 250 songs with just them 3 chords. But I never said only play PS4 for just in case. And here we are, your new home, currently cheating with mods on Fallout 40. Oh my god, Jason, wash your hands. Wash your hands. You know what I feel like on mods. It's the scourge of new games. Major Isabel. Come on, Ada. Settle. And here we are, your new home. Shall we get cracking? Come on, Lewis, come out my farm. Ah, the new farm. Basically, quick recap for anybody who's not played this, and there can't be many that's not played it. What's going to happen? I'm now going to clear this farm. It's going to be me in charge. That's my house. This is my garden. And guys, if it were left to you, I'd have about 9 podcasts going. What's going to happen? It's all about time management. You get a health bar in the bottom corner. Everything you do, swing an axe, swing a pick, dig a shovel, whatever, knocks that down. When the day ends, you have to go to sleep. If you don't go to sleep before the day ends, you will drop dead or drop dead from exhaustion. Wake up in your bedroom. So it's a time management game from day to day. Paul, this is one of the best games you'll ever play. Believe me. May look shit. It may look shit for the first hour, but the mechanics and the depth and the shit will have you playing this moronically for hours on end. When I first started playing this and talking about it on the podcast, and I saw a 20-minute video of somebody on GameSpot playing it, when I started playing this, I seriously found myself for about a week sticking it on because I wanted to play it, but every time, no word of a lie, there was 2 days I played this for 10 solid hours without moving and had no fucking clue what time it was. Seriously. Also, early on in this game, you're given mini quests, and it's about talking to people. So you'll piss off into town, and you just have to click people and put up with them. Now, one of the mainstays of this game is trying to forge a relationship, trying to get married, trying to have children. Now, I played this game on my main play. I've never got married. I've never pushed the relationship side on it because I just cannot be fucking bothered. Because the relationship side of it is all about matching items that you give to the right person that makes them like you a lot more, which then makes them like you even better. And it's all about finding the right item to the right person. I just couldn't be fucking bothered with that because there's way more to the game than that. So anyway, let's do this. I will be if you stop fucking yakking. God, I can't believe that farm is in that bad a state. I ought to show... In fact, what I will do, when I've played this for an hour, I'll click you onto my farm that's my main game. I ought to carry on playing that, actually. Crusty may be a little more apt. Yep, I think you are right. It is crusty. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied. Buy one of her house upgrades. Oh yeah, you can upgrade your house. You can buy barns. You can get animals. You can do all kinds of shit. Tomorrow you ought to... Can you shoot some... Oh dear, Ada. That is a way to lower the tone. Can you shoot shit? Oh my god. That is such a statement. And when you get your food and all your plants and your shit, you put them in that bin to the right overnight and it sells them overnight. It's all about making money. Make money, create things. It's like a kind of Minecraft-esque mechanic as well. You'll see in a minute, when you do quests, you get rewarded, which opens different things you can make, so you can then make a better pick. You can then make, like, furnaces, but you'll see, we'll get on. If you want to sell anything, place it in that box overnight, and away we go. Well, we had 40 in the room before. I guess all the drama kicked off and it went along the firewire again, didn't it? I think that's what we ought to do, just for the sheer fuck of it. Just create drama. This is it. Oh, I think I might have... Right, let me just go into the options, because I need to change the sound. Oh, it's a big chillax game, seriously. Right, so we want auto run, and you always do that. If you're watching me do this, by the way, you need them too, especially that one and that one. But I also want sound. It's the sounds. Please tell me there's proper options in this game. Oh, yeah. As gorgeous as the music is, I'm just going to turn it right down, and I'm going to turn everything down. Then I don't have to shout so fucking loud. David Turner, first time I've watched one of Toz's streams like this, is there always a few minutes delay in chat between? Yes, there is, David. It's about 30 seconds-ish, I think. It's just the way YouTube works, mate. Not a problem, I guess. It works for Keemstar. What works for Keemstar? Graphics, lock toolbar, controller vibration, invert toolbar. I can't remember. I think that's about it. Right then, we have a package. Like that thing I did, by the way, that red square you can see, that's why you tick that box. You receive 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started. Drama. Oh God, fucking YouTube drama kills me. Don't it just? Right, yeah, you see that little square, look? That's where, and obviously, right trigger goes across your things, look, so you then go and get your pickaxe. The biggest important thing in the world is that fucking watering can, as you will see. That is the bane of all evil. Right. So, let's get the pickaxe. Now, watch the bar on the right, look. The energy bar on the right. And the clock in the top is 6:50 AM. Now, if I choose... I can't remember. Yeah, that's it. The square, look. So what we basically need to do first is literally just clear shit. Now, what you've got to do, by the way, and this is a big important thing, watch me swing and watch that energy bar. It goes down even if I'm not doing anything. So even it gets to a point where your swings are so important that you can't afford to fuck about. Because without energy, you just fucking die. It ain't Resident Evil. This is better than Resident Evil. Believe me. Did you play 7 Days? I did, I think, mate. Yeah, I don't think I enjoyed it too much, if I'm being perfectly truthful. I'm not into all them, you know, like fucking worldy things. It does look like a SNES game, and I think that's what's the beauty of it. But as you're looking now, time management is just so important. Big tip, it's best to click as he wastes all his fucking clicks. Because if you're seeing now, look, the day lasts until midnight. Now, if you look, I've just wasted all... I'm nearly off Energy's game, and I'm only at 9:20 in the day. You basically just want to clear a bit of a square, because you want to be planting your parsnips, basically, or axe, you twat. So a couple of things you need to do very early on, just basic. You need to do... Oh, pick the axe, you knob. Oh, I have. You basically... You know, clearing a path to your pond so you can fill up your... But then you want to be clearing a square just so you can lay your parsnip seeds, which I think I'm going to do now, actually, because I've just cleared that square. So, can you do one man's... Do you know what, Adra? I ought to, because people are asking for that badly. Right, so we get the hoe, and now we do this. Wastes a fucking square, look. You can't waste a square. Right, so then we get the parsnip seeds. Now, there's also one other important thing you do, but I must admit, this was one of the biggest tips I ever got when I was watching this. And basically, right, I've run out of them. Now, the other thing is this fucking watering can. That, you must water your plants every day. Every day. Now, the point is, when you go to bed, you need to get into a regime. Go to bed about 11 o'clock, no later than 1 o'clock, because you wake up with less energy in a day. If you go to bed between 1 and 2, you only get 3/4 of energy. Now, look at my energy, I'm fucked. Now, what I'm going to do, I could go to bed and actually finish the day. It's all about a season, real time, real seasons per day. Now, if I go in here, I'm just going to show you for now. Say this was bedtime, but it's not. I'm going to have a walk into town. Say it was ready for bedtime. What you must do every night is this. Check the weather report for the following day. Now, it'll tell you it's going to be clear and sunny. The reason you want to check your weather report is because if it's going to piss it down with rain, you don't have to waste your time watering your plants, because watering your plants and plant management early on is really essential. Like, massively essential. So now, because I've used all my energy, I've watered my plants, I'm literally now going to just, I might as well just pop that off. And I'm going to now walk to town. I'm trying to think, where's the quests? Oh, here we are, look, right, also, this is my, as I mentioned Minecraft, this is what you can build right now, look. And it's telling you what you can build for resources. Campfire, I don't think I ever built one. So, cobblestone path, I did build a path, I made my farm tidy, I'll show you that before I finish. That's the very important thing, I need 50 wood. So tomorrow's task for me is getting my axe out, knocking a shitload of wood down, get a chest, because you haven't got many spaces. The next big task is to go and buy extra space at the shop, which I'm going to show you about. But there's also, let me find one of the big secrets in the game so I can show you something really important. And I'm guessing there's going to be one somewhere along here, there's got to be. Nicky, to be honest, mate, I've fell out of love with Resident Evils. I've said it for a while on the show. I think, especially going back to the old games again now, I don't feel them anymore. I think it was more of a when I was a younger type player, you know, when they were the good thing. Anyway, notice board, yet another important thing. This is where now, if you're going to play this game and want to concentrate on relationships, each one of them people on there means a birthday. Now, the trick to get more love, you're trying to get hearts to get interacting better. Find out when the person's birthday is, and that thing that I said earlier about literally picking the right gift. Now, I'm going to give you a secret little tip. The colour of the person's hair normally corresponds with the gift that you give them. That's a secret little tip for you later on, if you're going to go down the relationship route. I can't be bothered because it's a load of fucking bobby. Mine's a lady, Nikki. It's Babs. Right, talk to people, look. Because when you talk to people, you're trying to get relationships going. Now, this is the big fucking... This is the shopkeeper. Now, the big important thing when I'm talking about management, early on in your first season, it's spring. Now, I'm going to say you go spring, summer, fall, winter. Winter, you can't grow fuck all. Winter, when you get to it, you want to be concentrating on building things such as forges, going in the mine, and shit like that. Now... what is the most important thing when you start doing management? You need to be looking at things like this, okay? You need to be looking at, they take 4 days to mature. So yeah, I know that, Steve, I know that tip, mate, I meant to say it earlier. What you're looking at is the quick turnaround and a quick return to sell. It's all about making money early on. Now, also, you want to be looking at plants that reproduce, like this, look. These take 10 days to mature, but one plant regrows, so you don't have to keep planting seeds. Any seed plant, you have to plant, harvest, plant again. But then beans, you'll plant once. In fact, I'm going to buy some beans. Have I got any gold? Yeah, I am. I'm going to buy some beans. I'm going to buy about 10, I think. No, I'm not going to buy about 10, because I've wasted all my fucking money. Right, so I've got some beans to plant, and I don't think I've got enough energy to plant them later. So what time is it on the day? It's 10 to. So what I'll do now is just have a walk to try and visit as many people as I can see. Because one of the quests early is to talk to as many people as you can. And it gets requests. And every quest that you complete, you get to build a new item in here. It unlocks items. So again, it's like kind of Minecraft-esque. My husband runs a general store here. Have you met my daughter Abigail? She's the pale one with the purple hair. So I'm trying to find, just about talk to as many people as I can while I'm just having a pottle. Not to talk to strangers. Okay, rightio. That's RV. I'm the local doctor. I'll tell you something, in my main game, I don't think I even went in that I think I went in that doctor's office once. Once. But I'm going to tell you what I absolutely went batshit crazy on when I played my game, and I leveled it to max more than anything, because it was a very big money earner, and I'm going to show you. It is the greatest game on God's earth. First of all, big secret, whenever you are walking round the entire village and you see these wiggly worms, dig them up. Wrong one. Wrong one again. Is it the hoe? I can't remember. It's that long since I played. Dig them up. You get secrets. Dig the worms up. Also, pick that up. It's stuff you can sell. I'll tell you now, Ada, my inventory's full, so you're fucked already. Anyway, the biggie is fishing. Absolutely love fishing to death. Used to come here, fish like a idiot. Now, what I am going to say as well, now it's 4 o'clock, all your shops shut at 4, they've got time things. That'll piss you off as well. Because you'll have a plan to go and sell something or something else, and you'll forget your shop shut at 4. Griffey, I'm telling you, mate, this game is so deep and good. Why do you think it's so popular? Honestly, it is so deep. Seriously. Another big tip for beginners, what I used to do, because he leaves at 4 o'clock, the wooden chests that you can build, I used to build one and leave it outside my house, because that's where you store your shit, but I also build one and put it here, right there. And the reason I put it there is I spend days fishing. When the shop's shut, I store all the fish in there. So then when you come the next day, it's not got your inventory full. And, mate, and there's nothing wrong if it's not your game. It's not your game. But I can assure you, if you played a lot of it, it would probably, you'd get deeper into it. How much of it did you play, Griffey? Oh no, I've spoke to them. Right, it's 5 PM. I'm going to go back and see if I can plant my beans with just the bit of energy I've got left. I probably won't be able to. This looks brilliant on here. Fair play, when it's half term I have distractions. Yeah, that's true. You see, there's things like, I don't want to give too much away for secrets, but there's things like later on, that bus has broke, but there's some things that you do, quests later on, that fix that bus, and then you can go somewhere else. That's a little secret. I'm also going to tell you there's a little secret in this tunnel, but I'm not going to show you. There's a tunnel there. That's another great secret. The game is full of things that you will not believe. And I meant to show you on the beach. When I was on the beach, you saw that broken bridge. That broken bridge takes you to a secret area. And if I'd have clicked on it, it tells you the quest that you need to do. There's a mine that's a whole meta game within itself. Right, let me see if I don't think I'm going to have enough energy to do this. Let's see if I can at least drop some of these in the ground. he says. It won't let me. That's the other thing you've got to manage well as well. The actual, your management of your ground and stuff like that. You see my things now, it's flashing, look. And I've got to be careful. But I'd just like to stretch it. Is it going to let me plant them without having a go at me? Why ain't that planting in there? Oh, it is. Right, now that's done. Not worth watering it because I'll be getting up in the night. So now it's bedtime. So I looked at the weather, it's going to be sunny. So my first thing, what happens every night you go to bed, look, it's a bit early, but fuck it, we'll go to bed because I've run out of energy. I can't do anything else, and I'm going to do that. So the game saves now, and the next day starts. There's 28 days in a season. Oh, yeah, I know it does. Some of them colours do work, though, Steve. I can tell you that for sure, because I read that and it does work. I'm not saying every time, but it works with quite a few of them. So now it's the next day. What you need to be aware, there's 28 days in the season, and that's why planning your shit. I've got a letter, so I keep finding cool stuff. My backpack is full. Does it sound like you? Pierre, today you got covered. Stop by Pierre today and check out our Sword Affordable 24 backpack. That's the first thing you want to concentrate on, extending your backpack, and I think it costs £2,000. So what we need to do is kind of manage of... So we need to water this shit first, and that's what I'm saying. Watering stuff is a ball ache. Now later on you can make sprinklers, which will do all this shit for you. If you don't water your plants, you will not get a decent harvest, and the quality of the harvest equals how much money you're going to make. And this is why... Yeah, this is a necessary evil. What I would actually say to beginners as well is I would actually disregard the first year of playing this game as just a complete 100% learning curve. Completely. And there's people I've seen on YouTube, the experts, that are absolutely fucking crazy at it. And they're like 380 years, like 300 years into a game. I've just got back from fishing, so you should come to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Now, you see... I am going to do that as well. So I've done my watering. I've got the plants. I'm going to visit. So you've got to remember what kind of jobs you've got to do, what they're telling you to do. So basically, I'm going to visit the shop just to get an idea. I also wanted to build a chest into, so I must remember that, you see. So this is what it's like. And it's such about management. And the times you forget shit is crazy. That's the wrong thing. It's locked. See, it doesn't even open until 9 o'clock either. Why is that doing that? There should be a quest. Here we are. So here we go. Look, I need green algae to rub on my sore leg. So you accept that quest. It tells you what you get. You get 45 gold. So accept the quest. Now let's go to the fishing beach. Just thinking Battlegrounds needs to come to console now. Who needs Battlegrounds when you've got Stardew Valley? Come on. Well, Stardew Valley must have bored some people because we went from 40 to 23, by the way. But I think half of them was here for the drama, weren't they? Isn't it funny how when the drama dies, it, like, gets rid of a few? Oh, hey there, miss. Heard thee was a newcomer to town. Just give me the fucking fishing rod, Willie. Let me give you a tip. The biggest tip in the world. You will get this fishing rod and you will want to fish because it's a good money earner. However... fishing for the first time until you level it is the fucking hardest thing on God's green earth. I'm about to show you. I nearly actually stopped playing this game completely because I couldn't get to grips with the fishing. Have you played the Souls games, Toz? I have, lady man, and I fucking hate them, to be fair. I'm not... When I talk on the show, two things in gaming destroys them for me. One is constantly dying, just fucking annoys the shit out of me. But then the other big point to me is the killer, is when I'm playing a game that I enjoy, like brand new, and I'm like playing it for like an hour, and then you die, and it puts you back to the beginning. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've literally gone, fuck that, put the controller down, done. Right then, I'm going to show you what fishing's about. But believe me when I tell you, it is fucking hard till it levels up. I actually maxed this out to level 10 and I was pulling things in like 1-0. But you will actually fish in this game and think it's broken. Right, here we go, look. We'll pick the fishing rod. You press square, you let go. It bobbles. I can't remember this game, meta game either. I bet you I don't... There's no way I'm catching a fish for a while. Because I can't remember the controls for one. Right. Now watch. I have to keep that green thing by tapping the square. It's like on an inertia. As long as I keep that bar in there... Get in there. Get in there. Now, whether it gave me that one, I'm not sure. Oh, fucking hell. This is why I said about bag room. So... Oh, Jesus. You should never, ever run out of bag room. You should never throw stuff away in this game, because everything has a purpose. But I'm afraid I'm going to fucking have to. And I'm going to have to get rid of that. Now, you see, what I'm going to do... I've caught that fish. I don't think there's any point, but I will just show you another one. I'll fish again. Now, there's things like, if you see ripples in the water, you get better quality fish. It's all about cost and money and size, and there's competitions and shit. Seaweed, I've got no room for that fucker either. But that can go straight in the bin. See, I need to go and chop some wood to go and get my chest so I can drop shit in it, which I think is my next task. I'm actually making the fishing look quite easy, but believe me, it fucking ain't. It's because I've played it that much. Seriously, I've played it that much, it's like second nature. I haven't played Neo yet, but looks forward to it. Just finished Tukuden 2. Oh my god. I will tell you now, Neo, by the way, lady, is really good for them kinds of games. I sat and watched Ricky play it for an afternoon, and it is really... It's better than the Souls games, in my opinion. It's got the same basic mechanic, but it's a bit kinder. And it really plays well. Yeah, I mean, I'd even admit, I could probably play Neo myself for a couple of hours. I couldn't get into it, but watching Ricky play it, it was really fucking good, honestly. Right, I'm going to have to stop fishing for now, because I'm just wasting shit. So let's go back to my house. Let's go and chop some trees to make the... I can't pick these up, can I? Have no room. Bollocks. Yeah, seriously, you'll enjoy it. And it's not ninja-fied either. Put it on, you'll be impressed. But I am going to warn you, it is fucking difficult like Dark Souls. If you don't like Dark Souls at all, you may not like it. I don't know, I think Ricky has got letting the cat out of the bag, but we don't know when we're going to be able to talk about it anyway. He's got a 3DS today, and he's all over that today. His little eyes lit up and stuff like that. So he's really invested in his 3DS tonight. I think that's what he said. I don't think he's in the room in his secret, guys. But I'll mention him. You guys would like him to come on when I come on, and I'm sure he will. You've never played a fishing game? Let me tell you now, Alan. I'm really waiting for the review copy of Euro Fishing in the store. Guys, it's 15 quid in the store. Go and buy it. I've watched streamers of it. It is one of the most underrated, brilliant games at all. It's fantastic. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, I've pre-ordered one of the new 2DS's today. He's here, look. It's Ricky's son. Hiya, George. Can you go and tell him to come get his arse on here? But it won't matter if you don't. Tell him he's all right. Are you enjoying the 3DS? And why are you watching my streams anyway? These streams are too old for you. I use very colourful language, so I will now mind my language knowing that you're in the room, George. Right, what have I got to do? I want my axe, don't I? No, let him play on his game, if he's playing his game. By the way, George, I've got another thing to send you, by the way. I was going to keep it a secret, but I'll let you know. I've got another thing for you. I've got another Overwatch character I'm going to send you. Oh, I was talking to George. Get lost, you. People have been asking you to come in here and chat and have a chat with me while I'm playing this. But if you're doing stuff, mate, it don't matter. What was I going to do, guys? I want the axe, don't I? I need some wood. Yeah, tell him I don't know. I should have posted him today. I forgot. But I'll send him. You know, I've just told him I've got another one for him. How many wood have I got? 34. Did I need 50? I do, don't I? I've started Stardew again, Rickster. To show the good people in the room how cool this game is. And it's so weird starting this again. You don't want to watch me playing this, mate. It'll make you go on and play it. I need to organise my tool menu as well. That's what I need to do as well. I'm placing the wrong stupid tool. By the way, you missed all the excitement earlier. Craig Morton came in the room. And I kind of lost my shit a bit. But he was in here trying to justify himself, which everybody found quite amusing. And I basically said he needs to stop what he's doing because other people are starting to get angry. I just basically told him he needs to stop because he doesn't know what he's messing about with. He doesn't know what people are like. And I just basically told him that I've had emails off people that I can't control. And I'm genuinely scared for the guy. So whether he takes notice, I have no idea. But I was trying to seriously, genuinely tell him he needs to stop what he's doing. And I don't mean that just from a point, because I get this shit all the time, as you well know. But I kept telling him there are some crazy people out there in internet land. And all for the sake of what? Because he wants to troll somebody that he's never met and has never known. It just don't make sense to me. But I think a few people in the room weren't overexcited about him either. Right, what am I doing, guys? 50 wood I need to make. Right, what you do then, guys? Look, you make that. Oh, shit, I've got no things. The music's gorgeous, by the way. Oh, balls, I've made a right cock up here. Can't get rid of stone. Clay, shouldn't get rid of clay either. What I need to do is drop my fish in here. Yes. Oh, I've ate it. Use dozy balls. That's me swearing, not concentrating. Can't remember. How can I? Oh, this is how I can organise my shit. Best way to organise your tools so you're going to use them. Right. So my chest that I've got, I like to stick that. Some people put it in the room. I like to stick it there. So now you see you can just drop shit in there, get rid of this. So now you manage your things. So now the next thing, guys, bit of energy left. Fill my watering can. I think I've watered them already today. So what I'm just going to concentrate on doing now is just clearing an extra bit of stuff. And as somebody mentioned in the chat earlier, if you use your scythe, it doesn't use any energy. But it only clears the grass. Obviously, your pick clears your stone, and your axe clears your wood. Boom, 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 boom. I was trying to explain to people, Rickster, how deep this game is. It actually gets. It's crazy. It looks like really soft and crappy on the outside at the beginning, but it is just so thick. Check out the James Foley doc on Netflix. Powerful stuff. What's it about? What is it about? What is Mr. Foley? I don't think the lad is in the room that told me about that book last night. I started that book today. on good old Echo, and I wasn't concentrating, so I stopped it. But it does sound cool at the beginning. It is very Ready Player One. You need to check that out, Ricky, if you're still in the room. Somebody recommended a great book off Audible for me. I'll have to pass it on to you. I know you were into your reading. But it's like really like Ready Player One and VR, and it was really cool. How do I get my... Hey, still on. Went to watch the Chelsea game. That's over. What's the score? About 3-0. Right, how do I find my quests? Here we are, guys. I'm going to show you something now. This is how I do it. Right, this is the menu. This is all my skills, look, and this is how you're leveling them up. Now, for each level you get some really cool shit. That's why fishing's good. I'm going to concentrate on fishing again. I bought a bunch of documentaries a few weeks back. Brian Cox, David Attenborough, can't be beaten. Jason, the best thing I've got for my 4K Blu-ray player and my big TV, I've got a load of movies, but the Planet Earth 2 is the best 4K thing you will stick on a TV if you've got the way to watch it. Truly, 3 discs, bit pricey, $29.99, but it's 3 discs. What made it cool for me, I'd never seen the series before, so it was like brand new. I cannot stress to you how amazing it looks. Seriously. 2-0, that is it. Alan, did you get my email today, matey Bob? Because the thing is on its way. Anyway, guys, right. Now, the social thing is this, look. And this is why I've never concentrated on this. It's just too ballsy. Everybody you speak to, look, you're allowed to give them 1 gift a day. Or, no, sorry, you're allowed to give them 2 a day or 2 a week. I can't remember the exact thing. But every time you give them a gift that I mentioned earlier that corresponds with the character, that they smile and like it and don't piss you off, it fills these hearts up. Now, when the hearts fill, you can buy a wedding bouquet and ask them to marry you. And yes, you can marry the same-sex character, because we are in 2017. Crafting. This is the crafting menu. That fills up. That's very important. Then we've got collections. This is all the shit that you collect. That fills up. Now, options is not there. Can anybody... Oh, it's here. Is this it? Guys, Ricky, anybody who's played this game, how do I put the menu up that tells me my quests? Yeah, packed up and ready for tomorrow morning. We'll try and get a tracking number. Not bothered about a tracking number, mate, but don't forget, if you've read the email, did you get what I need you to send me so I can send you the other stuff? Get Dave a husband, Toz. It's not Dave, it's Babs. I must admit, I've watched other streamers do the social part on here, and it just doesn't appeal to me. I like the building. I like the secrets. You got loads of secrets to find, and I really like that in this game. Let me just go and pick that sap up, and then I will drop that in the thing, and then I might as well go to bed and wake up and go and do some fishing and save money. I need to go and do some fishing to get the money to expand my bag. It's all about management. Mixed seeds. Could plant them if I wanted. I may as well. They're no use to me, so I'll plant them tomorrow. That's it. Actually, is the quest menu in there? No, guys, where do I find the quest menu? Or haven't I got it open yet? I can't remember where like, that opens that menu. That opens that menu. Oh, yeah, that will be an easier than pissing around with... Yeah, mate, just send me the 2 things. You know what you've got to send me. As soon as you send it me, when you've got the first one, I'll send you the next one. That way. So just send it me by email. I'll sort it out, mate. I do that all the time with my daughter that way, so it's nothing to worry about if you've never done it. Check the weather. We need it to rain. Yes. Brilliant. It's going to rain tomorrow, so I don't have to piss about watering. If anybody can remind me how I get the quest menu up, I can't remember. I'm doing fine. Thank you. So you see, I put the fish in the box overnight. So overnight, I've made 30 gold. This is about starting to get farming. Drug deals going down live on YouTube. Yeah, it is. That's one thing I have never done, Griffey. In all my shit life, I've done some crazy-ass things in my life. And I'm straight down the line with you there, mate. That thing has never appealed to me whatsoever. I've never smoked in my life either. I've never... That is a great name, and thank you very much for telling me it's on the touchpad. Thank you very much. Appreciate it greatly. Tramadol. I have been on that, by the way. There's not a lot I've not been on. No, you know what I meant. Seriously, I've never smoked in my life. I drunk when I was younger because we all did. Oh, listen to the rain outside from my farm. Right, let me just get this quest menu up, boys, so I can show you what it is. There we are. Thank you very much for that tip. So here's the quest slot. So when you get started, you need to cultivate and harvest a parsnip, which is that way, and then 9 out of 28 people. So that's the tasks you've got to do. That's the part of the game that's cool. So I put my lights on. Alexa, bedroom, 50%.
Okay.
Bit sultry at 50. Could go down to 30 if you want it to be a bit more sultry. Or we could step it up to about 70. What would you like? Alexa is at your command. Oh, look at it raining, banging. And just call me Vika. No problem. Thank you very much. Alexa, stop. Be quiet. I do not require you right now. I'm just wondering, it might be time to go and buy some seeds, although I've not got much. I'll tell you what I will do, though. I'll tell you what I might do. Let me open this menu. I can't make any paths. I need some stone. Oh, I got rid of all my stone, didn't I? Let me just waste some energy getting some more stone, because I'll tell you why. Stop wasting swings. It's the biggest thing I do. I'll tell you what, let me go down here because I need to do a path for later on. I've just remembered. Jesus. Juby. So if there's already been asked, I just joined, but have you listened to Stephen Hayden's pod? If so, what do you think? I don't want bad comments. I have started this podcast. We've even had Craig Morton in the room, mister. Yes, we've had it all happen in the first hour. So yes, I was commenting very early on that I was a bit annoyed when I started talking about the podcast, because I was just a bit annoyed after seeing the usual Monday comments that people just can't go one way or the other. They can't just say, great podcast guys, enjoyed it, or thanks for trying, not for me. They always have to have a nasty dig. Like, they've either got to say shit podcast, bring back the others, or whatever. Oh yeah, he's been in the room, mate. And I basically told him he needs to stop what he's doing. There's some crazy-ass people in the world. And I can't control them. I think other people weren't too kind as well, but we calmed down a bit. Shit. I need to fish, guys, don't I? This is, you're seeing a prime example here, what this game does to you. I've just laid down what my plans were. Fishing, money, shop, expand my bag. You just find yourself whizzing off on a different tangent all the time. Honestly, this game will drive you mad at times. But it is also awesome. This is a bit of a ball ache that I wish they could fix. Like, I need the stone, but I've got to get it out my bag in order to be able to make stuff, look. Which is a bit shit. It ought to actually let you, if you've got it in your bag. I haven't listened yet, but I'm sure it's great. We'll miss Toz and Ricky, though. Don't worry, we're more than likely we're back at some point. We're only having a break because of all the crazy-ass people and all the silly comments that we get. Can only take so much. Now what I'm going to do, I like to keep my farm tidy. Which is a bit mad because you're actually using energy, I think, doing this. look at that. See? How pretty does it look? It looks pretty. Right, let me just plant them seeds while I'm here as well. Although I don't think they're going to be worth shit, to be honest. But anyway. Right, time of the day. 7:10. Fishing time. Let's go and make some money. Let me take some wood with me, though. Did I get any wood? That's another thing that you'll mess up as well. Right. I'll show you. Remind me, guys, before I go. Let me show you my farm that I've played a lot of. Wood. I need to build a thing. Let me just build another chest. Take that with me. Put the wood away. Go out my bag. I'll put my wood away. Right, let's go fishing. Dun 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 dun. And believe you me, this is running, by the way. That's with the checkbox tick that says run. So yeah, the little tip that I gave you earlier, which is a cool little tip. You can also fish in this place here, by the way, which I will just show you. You catch different fish, you see, different quality. I am really making that look easy, and it's not. That's not going to bite, is it? I think you get a bite nearly every time, by the way. You also get, you see that shit? You can just throw them on the floor. That's just junk. But let me go fishing at the proper place to get the good stuff. Because I also want to show you the thing that I was mentioning earlier. Pick these up, make a bit of dosh. This thing earlier that I was mentioning down here. This, look, if you click this... Oh no, I didn't want to do that, you dick. You see, if you look across that pond, there's loads of worms. All that coral's worth a lot of money. But if I'm not mistaken, building this bridge is quite big. Broken CD, another heap of shit. So if I... there, look. 300 pieces of wood, you can fix that. Which can be quite beneficial, because like I say, there's some cool stuff over there. Every day you can go across there and pick some coral up and shit. So right, what we'll do now, we'll fish, but what I will also do, I'll drop my thing there like I said. And that is because if you fish till after 4 o'clock, you can store it there. Just a little tip for you. So now I'm going to fish and hopefully just make money for a bit. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. Shit. By the way, it's just tapping gently on square. And by the way, the higher you level up, that green bar that you've got to get, it gets bigger. This is a pain in the ass one to catch. Wow. A 1-inch fish. After all that. Let me go side on. I'm trying to find one of them things that I mentioned. If you see something in the water, you get. There's also fishing rod upgrades that you get from the shop. Now, if you do get fishing rod upgrades, there's 2 upgrades you can get. I'll give you a tip. You no need to buy the best one. The second one does the job adequately. So don't waste money on the top end fishing rod. Henage, I'll tell you now, mate, the thing this game's got, I cannot tell you the kind of shit that you can do in this game. There's like festivals, there's Christmas, there's dancing, there's There's a mine you go down and fight, and you find iron, and you make iron ore and silver ore. You make better pickaxes. There is so much to do in this game. It's not even funny. Like this pole here, I think it's the same one as me. The trout soup makes you get better. This is a bug that the game's sometimes got, by the way. The cursor had disappeared. Did you see that? I can't remember. Am I selling it? No, I don't think I've pressed the right button. Have I? Can't remember. I can't remember. It reminds me of Minecraft in the sense you can kill an... Honestly, I sat on the... When I really got into this, when it starts to unfold, and like, see that bug's there again, look. The cursor's missing. In fact, let me just get that cursor back on because it's very annoying. You saw also that the fish had got a star rating as well. The better quality they are as well can earn money. So my money is already 270. I've let the shop shut as well, so I now can't go and have a look how much the backpack costs. But also my energy's running out as well. So there's just loads of things you've got to do. A lot of people like going in the mines, because when you go in the mines, it's like each time you unlock, you go down in the mines, and you find ores and golds and everything, like I said. But when you go down in the mines, it's like each floor you go down, better quality items. And like on the thing as well, people, there's records like they've gone down to the 102nd floor. And it's like, holy shit. And it saves your level every 5 levels, I think. So when you get to floor 5, next time you go down the mine, you can catch the lift to floor 5, so you don't have to go and kill everything. And then so on, so you get to floor 10, floor 20, 30, and shit like that. But it gets really difficult later on. I think 5 PM, a little bit of energy left. I think I might call it a day in a minute. Yeah, he's just gone. I should have gone in there and sold that fish. Not that it matters, because I can take it back to my house and chuck it in the thing. I'm never quite sure either if selling stuff direct to the shops or selling stuff or putting it in your bin outside your house, if you still get the same prices. I'm unsure. I never worked that out. If anybody in the chat actually does know that, are they the same prices that you get selling to the shop or dropping it in your bin? I've always wanted to know that fact. Sometimes as well, you'll catch a fish. You know how this is like gently rising up and it's like gently playing with you. You'll get a fish on the line that fish will literally be moving up and down that thing like 100 miles an hour, and that's like, you know, you've got a rare fish, and you will never catch that in a million years. Right, let's go back and sell some shit and wake up tomorrow. Talk to me, you dick. Forgot about this place. There's loads of people you can talk to for the quest. I don't really pay attention to what they're saying. It's just go and talk to as many different people as you can, just to get through that quest part, because you get a decent item, I think. I can't remember what you get. So, behind the bar and talk to these two. Yeah, talk to her. Now, if I remember rightly, how many have I talked to now? 14. So I've got 14 to go. I think also this guy sells some weird shit as well. Cooking's a whole new thing as well. Not even mentioned cooking. In your house, you can, when you watch the telly for the weather forecast, there's also a cookery channel and you can get recipes. It's just mad. Crazy ass. Have I got a question mark on there? Oh, I didn't get any seaweed for that person, did I? For this one. Oh no, the seaweed. I can't remember that. Where's that This one, that's the one. Bring Elliot green algae. So again, you've got to figure out where Elliot is. And I don't think I've got any green algae anyway. No, I've not caught any. It is so chilling, this game is. It really is. I'm glad I've played it tonight. It's like an ideal game to do streaming. But nobody's chatting now because I think they're watching this. Well, you're probably watching football and just listening to me yak. I've actually not eaten decent today again, I've just remembered. I think I've only had a sandwich. Right, my little farm's looking cool. You see also, like man management, I've got a couple of energy bits left, so I can... You can sell all kinds of shit, even the Coke bottles will sell. So now I've just got a tiny bit of energy, you see. Never waste any energy. Like, don't go to bed and waste it. You might as well just, you know, do shit. Like, just clear a few trees and stuff. Because one, you're getting wood for building stuff. But you see, just... Oh, right, so I've just been able to just kill a tree. I want to be careful, though, because if I do that, I drop. If you did carry on, by the way, you'd drop from exhaustion, wake up in your house, and the next day, your energy bar would only be half or 3/4 full. So it'd be really shit, because that energy bar becomes so manageable later. So, right, we'll look at the weather report. It's going to be clear. So my first part of my day is going to be wasted watering the plants. You must water them every day. Now, the fortune teller, people tell you to look at that every day, and it don't kind of bother me. Because it just tells you whether you're going to get good fortune. You're supposed to look at that in the morning. And it says things like, if it tells you you're going to be really, really lucky, then it's best to go down the mines or go fishing. Because if you're going to really, really be lucky, it gives you better quality fish or better quality ores down the mine. So check your fortune teller to see what your luck factor is for that day. But we'll pop off to bed and she'll go to sleep. And it's the end of the day. We must be close. Right, here we go, look. So we've got level 1 foraging. We've got +1 on his axe. We've got the trees now will drop seeds. A new crafting recipe, wild seeds, so I can actually make wild seeds. And also I can make a snack bar. So this is the kind of shit you're doing. It's unlocking stuff. Lady Manson, I listened to the first 20 minutes of Cranky without Ricky and Toz. Oh God, I knew we've got one in. You're way behind the times, Ash. I'm sure somebody will explain it. Ricky resigned. I packed him because of one specific troll being a dick and trying to get me prosecuted again. And we're having a break. Me and Rickster are having a break, bottom line. So there you go, guys. I did 172 gold. I made bugger all on that Coke can, by the way. You can actually make a furnace later that turns them into something useful. Nothing big useful, to be fair. So, 4th day of spring. That means my parsnips will be ready tomorrow. So now you see, more management you've got to think. You know your parsnips are going to be ready tomorrow. So you've now got to think about getting your seeds for the day that when them parsnips are harvested, because you never want to leave empty ground. As soon as one's done, get the next lot in. Fortune. We'll tell the what's living off the land. Oh yeah, it gives you tips. If you check for a spring onion southwest of town where the river meets the ocean, you can sometimes find a whole bunch growing right after the day. Yeah, gives you tips. Forgot about that one. But we also want to do the fortune teller. And you are going to be lucky today. So maybe fishing or down the mine. I'm not going down the mine yet because it's too early in the game. But you see, oh, scarecrow. Shit, I've got to make a scarecrow. I can't remember how we do it. Because that bastard's took one of my beans, lot. You have to get a scarecrow pretty sharpish. And I can't remember how you get one. Bastard. Anywho, let's water the plants. On our daily regime. This is why, you see, later on... Oh, bollocks. This is why later on, getting sprinklers made is so important. Or whether it's raining. And when you get in the summer... It never rains about as rare as rocking horse shit. But you see, just the man management of the game and how cool it is. To give you an idea of how you've got to make a sprinkler, you need iron ore. Now, to get iron ore, you need to go down the mines a certain level. Now, to get down to the mines, you need a sword, so you can kill stuff. So it's all doing one thing to unlock another kind of feeling. And it's just brilliant. Shall I plant those? This is I don't know about you, Lady Manion, if you're still in here. I have to do this. Look, you know when the ground goes shitty and it's not brown. I have a real OCD that I have to do that. Mate, I run a golf course and you guys keep me going Sunday and Wednesday. Been listening for 2 years. Respect both for you for making a stand. Thank you very much, Ash. Much appreciated, mate. There's plenty of information about from people if you really want to find out the deep meanings of it. Let's plant these seeds in there, shall we? Oh, we'll plant one seed. Wow, generous. Thanks. That was way generous of you. Can't thank you enough. Right then, what is the plan for today, boys? Think quick. They're going to plant tomorrow, so I need to go and buy some more seeds for the day after. So we'll also visit and see how much my backpack is, because that's the next thing. And I've got a feeling it's $2 bloody grand. Which is a ball ache. Have we spoke to that person? No, I haven't. That's alright, Maru. There's another message on here. Pam would like you to fetch her eel, so we need to catch an eel and give 255 gold to Pam. So I think I might fish the river to try and catch an eel. So anyway, let's visit Mr. So, potato seeds are going to take 6 days. So what day is it today? It is the 4th. So we've got plenty of time. Potato seeds make quite a day. I'm going to buy potato seeds this time, because they take 6 days. So tomorrow they'll be ready is the 5th. 6 is the 11th. 6 is the 17th. 6 is the 26th. That will do fine. So let me spend all my money on potato seeds. Now if I scroll down, where's the upgrade for the bag? I thought he was the person that sold the upgrade to the bag. Oh yeah, I think it's here. Here we are, look. 2 grand. Holy shit. Need to find 2 grand, but that's another something for further down the line. So now I need to fish the river, don't I, to get an eel to get some money. I also need to plant potato seeds, but I can do that later, I think. So just managing it all for now. So let's get ye old fishing rod up. And let's get some... Oh no, I'm watering. What a twat. I'm watering the water. Awesome. Well done. Got to remember I need to put my washing on my radiators tonight, which is fucking stupid, which means it's going to be red hot in here. Should have done it earlier. I knew there was something I should have done before I streamed. I think actually I'm trying to get an eel, and I think the eel's in the sea. Listen to the podcast this AM. It's like a different podcast without Toz. Was lots of nerdy movie chat. At least just still support them, guys. That's all I said. It's great that they're keeping it going, and I thank them for it, and they're doing a great job. So yeah, still keep supporting. And that's why I found it sad at the beginning of this thing that when people were still having a dig, they just couldn't help themselves saying that it's either better without us two or it's worse. You know, it's just, they can't just comment and if they enjoyed it or not, and it's just annoying. Bit lively. By the way, if you notice, my level 1 fishing proficiency's gone up, and as the green in the middle's gone up as well. And also the more you level fishing, the easier and quicker you catch fish. So yeah, it's a bit, but I quite find that I find this bit relaxing. Plus, it's going to make you money anyway, so. I suppose I should expect quite a lot of influx questions soon, because there's going to be a lot of people that doesn't watch the streams or listen to the social media, do they? So let's see if I can find a decent Alan, this is a noob question, but does this game end? Haven't seen this in the flesh. Mate, this game is so deep, so massive, and yes, I do believe it's got stories end, but for the price of this game, mate, it's one of the best things you'll buy. It's just a simple sit down and enjoy. And it's so deep, and you've got so much to do. And I don't want to give a lot away of the deep stuff, because it really does get fantastic, and I'm just showing you the basic beginnings. Oh, he's a slippery one. How much is it now in the store, Alan, if you're in the PlayStation store, mate? I'm interested to see how much it is, actually. But actually, I would recommend to you all, if you are actually seriously thinking of getting this, don't forget that the actual disc version's just come out, and it's pretty cheap, and it's a special edition, and you get a real cool map in the box. So if you are thinking of doing it, then yeah, I would contemplate getting it disc version. Oh, is it 12 quid? That's good. I think the disc's about 14. But if you are thinking about it, think about the disc version, because it comes with some cool shit. It's like the slightly better version. Whether you want a map or anything, I don't really know. The story has an end, but you can play forever. Yeah, you're right, Lady Man, and you are right. You can play forever, and there is a story. But I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little story, and it's not a spoiler. I played this like when everybody got into it. Right, treasure chests appeared. What you got to do is you've got to do that. Oh no, I'm not going to do it. Keep your fish on with the green. When you've got enough green to play with, yeah, go and unlock the chest. You can't, bastard. I don't think I'm going to get this chest. Unless that fish goes up and stands at the side of that chest, I'm not going to get it. What fucking skill. Come on, boyo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, get in there. Fucking yes. What happens when you get a treasure chest, guys, after I've just shown you that bit of fantastic skill? You get the fish, and you get a chest. And in that chest, look, it's cool shit. A better fish, and I've got no fucking room. Oh, you dick. And green algae I need for that person, but we can get rid of the driftwood. Cannot fucking believe that. Coal's essential. I'm not letting that go. Oh, what do I get rid of here, guys? Paper. Didn't realise. I'm not bothered about the stone. Stone's 10 a penny. But I've run out of fucking room. This is why you need that bag. Sounded like they were showing themselves good effort though without the captain on board. I bought VR after your views on it months ago. Thank you very much, Ash, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope my thoughts were okay on it. That's the kind of feedback I like, by the way. I used to get a lot of. Because to me, I just see myself as just somebody who's enthusiastic and enjoys gaming, and I've done for years and years. But you know, when people actually write to you and email and say, I just want to thank you, Toz, because you recommended a game that I never would have touched, and it was just fantastic. That kind of stuff means a lot. Because then that to me is you're like talking about the games with passion, but you're giving your views, and then you are letting people know. That kind of stuff's good. That's the PSVR. Ash, tempted but not sure my living room. David, let me tell you now, mate, don't worry about your living room size. Seriously, do not worry about your living room size. Don't forget, I'm in a 24-foot flat long, 8 foot across. I mentioned this earlier. Don't be put off by the fucking stupid tracking things, because that's bullshit. If you put your camera on top of your TV, whether it's on a unit or on a wall, I've got a coffee table in front of me, smack in front of me, and then a unit in front of me. I don't even have to clear that coffee table out of the way anymore. I thought I did. I'm like you, thinking, God, I need like acres of fucking room. No, you don't. You need your headset on, and that's it. And you need your camera in front of you. Don't forget one thing, and this is a thing what people might not get, that you can actually have your PSVR on without having your TV on. You don't need it. Don't forget you're encasing yourself in that unit. Your visual is on here. Unless you're playing games with people at the side of you, then so be it. But as all you need is a wire on the floor, and you just need that headset to be pointing to your camera. That's it. Don't worry about room, David. Seriously, mate. Because you don't stand up a lot. And if you're standing up on a PSVR game, you stood on the spot. So like me here on this couch, when I play a VR game, I have to stand up. I literally stand where I am and don't move. So seriously, mate, you don't fucking need any room. Honestly. Yeah, that's it. Basically, as long as you can do that, and that, you're fine. Honestly, mate. And let me tell you, if you've not tried it, I then want you to come on here and tell me how right we were. Because you will come on and will go, holy shit. What I suggest you do is get your wife to try one somewhere and put her in the deep sea diving one. Put your wife in that and then get ready with your hand for the money. I'll tell you that now. I'm okay today, Craig, thank you very much. Why am I fishing there like a dick? What's my energy levels like? They're doing okay. But I've got no fucking room, have I? I need to go back to my flat. I need to go back to my house, but I need to wade my way through this lot. Oh, shit. This is bad management, this is, guys. This is terrible management. Like shit management, to be fair. Because I'm going to lose a lot of resource here. But this is a shortcut back to your house, and it's a very good shortcut. Because that place where I've got, you had, if you saw, you had room, you had stuff that you was picking up. And now you see, if you look, we're straight back to my house. Let me try and just chop this tree down. And once you chop these down, they stay chopped down. We're nice, wasn't it? I've got pictures of the fish I'm doing. I'm really pleased with my fish tank. I just really want the stuff to come tomorrow because I'm super excited to get it going. I want to see water in it. I want to see the night light. I want to see everything. It's just getting really cool at the minute. Looking forward to it. Right, so as you can see, guys, I'm back at my farm. So, it looks like I didn't water that thing there. They've been watered, but I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to drop my potatoes in here. You see, this is a bit hotch-potch, this is. This is like really bad management. And what you will do later on, you'll like have a... I'll explain what I did. This square patch you see here, I'll have one down here, I'll have one across there, I'll have one there, and each one will be fenced off, and I'll then like put beans in one, I'll put strawberries in another. You'll keep it managed. But for right now, you can literally drop seeds anywhere, and these parsnips are going to be gone tomorrow anyway, and that's when you can make your money. So there's my potato seeds gone. Let me just drop some water on them. Don't water them twice, you dick. Right, that's that done. Just getting 8 o'clock, so we can now go and put us fish in here that we want to sell. You see how nice and just steady it is? You're just doing shit now, look, so we can get back in here. We can drop that algae. I can try and deliver to the guy tomorrow, but I'll just drop the coal in there. That green algae wants to go to the guy. Hiya, Bill. We'll go in here. We'll check the weather for tomorrow. I hope it's raining. Fingers crossed. Please be raining tomorrow. It's going to be fucking clear and sunny. That's no good, you git. Anyway, bed, save game, start the next day. See how nice and steady is this? See, I'm now heading for my 2 grand, you see. Yeah, it's just so easy to play, Alan. It really is. And like I say, the stuff you're going to find out and unlock and the secret shit is brilliant. You sound like a kid at Christmas, so excited about that tank and fish, which is brilliant to see. So pleased for you, and I'm looking forward. Cheers, Luke, Lance. I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I am excited about it. It was a hobby I liked when I was married. And I'm just... In fact, I'll tell you what I've contemplated. Funny, and this is how much I'm enjoying it. You've seen that tank, the size of it. It's a beautiful size for that coffee table. But I'm actually thinking... I'm actually thinking of putting that in the kitchen, because I saw I'm on YouTube now. You know when you're passionate, like all last night before I went to bed, I watched 2 hours of creating a better tank and all the things that you need to do just to get my brain refreshed. I mean, I know it all, but I just wanted to refresh my brain because I've not done it for a while. But then I saw the Fluval Edge tank, and if you've not looked at a Fluval Edge tank, just type into Google now and look at Fluval Edge, and I'll tell you now, I'm already starting to get the, I've not even got water in that yet, and that Fluval Edge would fit on that coffee table beautiful, and I could turn that into a really nice tropical tank. So I might just slow down a bit, because I could find myself off and away again. Not really, but no point looking at the fortune teller. Like I said, it's no point. Right, I've got mail. Let me do this. My parsnips are ready, look. To our valued JoJo customers, right, watch this. Our team members have removed a landslide caused by drilling near the mountain lake. I'd like to remind you that our drilling operation is entirely legal, la-di-da-di-da. Responsible steward for the local. We apologise for anything. What you've got to know, there's like an evil corporation. Doctor, I think I'm suffering from deja vu. Didn't I see you yesterday? I'm missing the point, Craig, I think, but... yeah, there's like an evil corporation, and it's like a Tesco. Like, you've got the little store that you support in town, but there's this evil corporation over the other side of the town, which you see later, and he's trying to, like, persuade you to shop there, but, like, out of principle, you, like, really start to hate him. Right then, look, here we go. It's parsnip time. And as you can see, I've created the cardinal sin of not having seeds to plant. Now you see there's one parsnip not quite grown yet. But anyway, what we now do, you see, we water these for day. Now the plan now is to bugger off to the shop and go and get some more potato seeds, I think. Because I think we'll just stick to potatoes today. That was a shit water, wasn't it? You also can upgrade your tools. Basically, as an example, like if I went to, and the first upgrade I would recommend, which would be the watering can. What happens when you upgrade the watering can? You need an iron bar. If I'd got the room and money no object, say I'd got a big wall here, I would have something like probably about a 75-gallon oblong tank, purely marine, with the entire wall of coral life, and I'd probably have a nice eel in it. I'd have some beautiful marine fish in it, bright in colours. That would be my dream. I was very close to doing that once as well. Very close, but that's when life got in the fucking way and marriage went to shit and everything else went to shit. But yeah, I was very close to doing that one day. But that would be my dream, Lance. I would love a marine tank, but that's an impossibility. That's why I was so interested in the marine tank, turning that into a little tiny marine job. But then actually what put me off that, by the way, they really was stressing that the smaller the tank, the more management it is for a marine, and marines are hard enough to manage, period. A Fluval Edge, you could probably turn that into marine. Might take a bit of work, but you could probably turn that into a nice living coral. You see, man management, look, why I'm near the water. Let me fill my watering can. Right, let's bagger off to the store. Oh, this is a big part of the game. You're getting to see one of the big first turning points in the game now. Oh yeah, I could see myself in a beautiful giant studio flat overlooking the Mediterranean with a beautiful minimalistic studio, big glass wall looking out to the sea, Some gorgeous young blonde, because they know I'm a millionaire, and a big giant marine tank that, yes, I'd have somebody come and look after it for me. Yeah, that's the dream. My brother always says to me I'm jammy enough to win the lottery. He's always said that all my life. He jokes to me and says, I'd fully expect you to ring me one day and tell me you've won the lottery. And he says it wouldn't surprise me. Right, this bit's dead cool in here. This is the town hall and some weird shit goes on here. A friend of mine got a huge marine tank a year later. It was sold. It was like, it's a terror. The saddest thing, I told you that I touched on the story. I took a friend he'd seen my tropical tank. And he'd never had fish before and he loved it. He thought it looked beautiful because my tank was really looked after. Because a tank, you get out of a tank what you put in it. If you're one of these people that buys a tank, sticks some fish in and just fucking leaves it till it goes dark and algae and shit, you just may as well not bother. If you look after it and nurture it and 20% water changes every 2 or 3 days, that tank will look beautiful. Put stuff in it to keep it clear, it will look gorgeous. My mate then saw that, then he says, can you help me get one? I said, well, just do some research, watch a bit of YouTube. Of course, he jumped on YouTube, then he saw the marine tanks, didn't he? And he said, oh my God, what's one of these? So I had to explain to him what a marine tank was. And then I said to him about how expensive they are. And he says, well, money's no object, because his mum and dad had just died, I think, and he'd got their house. So it was a really nice bloke. I've not seen him for a while either. So basically, we went to one of the biggest garden centres in the area. It's about 12 mile away, and it's like proper fish place. And we literally walked in, and I just said to the guy, I says, listen, mate, my mate here wants a full marine tank setup. And I thought his eyes were going to fall out of his face. Because he looked at me a bit weird, and I says, no, he wants now, today, to go and I think he spent that day, I saw him get his card out and spend, I think it was 2,200 quid right there. Paid for a giant tank to have it delivered the next day because his car weren't big enough. He'd had like masses of live rock ready to be delivered. He spent a fortune. Now, when we told him, because he was again very naive, he thought he was going to go home, bung some water in the tank, and tomorrow fill it with fish. Oh, did he not realise? But he was actually going away to Tenerife for a fortnight. And when I told the guy that, he says, that's fantastic. He says, if you can, he says, tomorrow, get the tank set up and go on holiday. And when you come back off holiday, do your tests and it should be ready. That's exactly what he did. We went to his house. I went to his house the day after. All the stuff come. We set it up. It was brilliant. Live rock, all the bollocks, all the salt water, all the testing. We got it going. Started. It was massive, it was. He went on holiday. We came back. I went to pick some fish with him. He spent an absolute fortune on fish and on corals and on plants. Got it going, and it looked, I've got to say, it was what I would have wanted. I then didn't see the guy for a while. At least, because I think he got a girlfriend, and I think I did, and then we're just away like you do. And I think I went to his house about 6 months later. And I walked into his living room expecting, obviously, remembering, oh God, I wonder how his tank's going, because I bet all the corals have grown and they're full of life and everything. Because they come to life. They get bigger, they get better. I walked in the house and I shit you not. I turned around to his living room, looked at the tank, and his entire tank was full of jet black water. It looked like there was oil in the tank. And I looked at it, and I looked at him, I says, what the fuck? He says, I know. I says, what do you mean that you know? He says, it just got too much. He says, I was at work. He says, I couldn't do anything. He says, fish started dying. He says, I didn't know what to do. I says, why the fucking hell didn't you ring me? And he just left it. Everything just died. It was literally black, the whole thing. And it was awful to see. Anyway, back to this. This thing is very important. These days, folks would rather sit in front of a TV. This is a community hall, and this community hall's got a lot of secrets inside. And this is where the main questy trees start opening. And this is where you learn in the game about a few of the secrets that you didn't know. This evil corporation is trying to sell them the land because they want to turn it into a warehouse. But he's saying there's some weird shit happening in here. Can't remember if we go in. I think we do. Yeah, we do. Right, in we go. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:28 p.m.
Oh, I started streaming early, didn't I? Not really major spoilers. That thing on the wall there with them stars, this is the big game task that you get that somebody asked earlier. All the broken shit that you'll see in a minute, when you click on them, this is a collection area. So you'll click on one, it'll have a big quest tree, and on that quest tree you'll have to come into this place and deliver items to fill this quest tree. So like that tank in the corner, I'll go and click it in a minute, I think, and it'll show you a ring of like 8 things I've got to collect. And it'll be things like a parsnip, a strawberry, and some really exotic stuff. So that what it does, it lets you, as the game's going on further, and you are getting more exotic things and leveling up and getting better plants, better shit, you bring them here instead of selling them, and it unlocks stuff. Like secret shit, which you might get to see in a minute. And these weird little things are floating about in this place that I don't know what they are yet, because I've not got to the end game myself. So basically this place has run down and you're kind of like trying to bring it back to life. Just sent you an email with a Fluval Roma 125 with free cabinet. You see, I saw them with the cabinets, mate, but I can't. There's no room for a cabinet. The reason I like the Fluval Edge is because it's like kind of square. And you see, I've got to put, if I was to get a Fluval Edge, it would be perfect for my table, because the table's a little square table and I've got height. I've nowhere else to put anything at all. Babs, she keeps seeing them things. The Fluval Edge, the big one, I don't know if it's the Roma 125 you spoke of. Me and my ex-wife was talking about getting one of them. And we actually went to a couple of garden centres to have a look at them, and we was actually close to pulling the trigger. Because she wanted a fish tank, and I told her I'd kept them before. But it never happened. Right, let me... If he buggers off now, is it going to leave me inside here so I can actually show you the kind of stuff? Oh, excuse me. I'll have to come back to explore this building further. I don't think it's going to take me out of it. Right, but I am out of it, but I'm going to go back in it to show you exactly what I mean. Because this is a real backbone of this game, and I'll show you why. So we will click this tank. Oh, it won't let you. Oh, it's not started yet, that's why. Oh, I can't do it yet. Oh, that's a bummer. Basically, all these things that are broken, they're the tasks that you get to do later. So it's basically showed you, it's just started the ball rolling. So there's the tank, there's the safe, there's the notice board, there's a room up here, look. There's one up here that needs fixing, that needs fixing, that needs fixing, that needs fixing. It's basically... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Oh, we need to learn that language, innit? That's it. I get it now. I don't think I can do anything yet. I can't. But just let me tell you, if you are planning to get this and start playing it, this place is a real central hub of activity. Is it 12:10 p.m? Oh, Christ, I thought it was night time. Then I'm about to shit myself. Right, we can actually pick these things up, look. Or not them. There's some things you can pick up. In fact, I'll tell you what, while I'm up here, I'm going to show you something to expand the map even further. Now, this place is important. The lady in here, if she's in. Now, this woman's very important. Again, we're expanding the game because this lady, look, upgrades your house, lets you build farms. So let's just say construct farm build. It's never going to be able to do it yet, look, because of all the stuff you need. So we can get a coop. We can then go a barn. You can put animal horses in it. You get a well, get some water. That's to store. Because when you get a coop, you put chickens in it. Then you can get eggs. Then from the eggs, you can make mayonnaise in a machine. You can sell mayonnaise. So it's just like a vicious cycle. And that's just one part. But you see, to build a silo, because if you haven't got a silo, you have to scythe the hay and the grass to feed your chickens, which is costs a lot more money and resources and time. But if you build a silo, which you need copper, which you go and mine down the mine, so that's another place you've got to go. and then you see that every time you scythe the grass, it fills that automatically, and you go to your chicken coop and you've automatically got hay to feed your chickens, because you need to feed your chickens just like you need to put water on your plants. It is so massive. Fluval edge, 23 litre, gloss black, 21 LEDs, hill to filtration, easy lift hood, 103. Oh, that's nice. That is, mate. That is. Wow. Nice one. This is where I struggled, as I didn't know how to make enough gold to build an expensive stuff and sell it. Right then, Mr. Jason, I will tell you how you get your gold. If you need anything like copper bars, gold ore and stuff like that, it's all about the mine. Go and get yourself stronger, go and get shit stronger, go and get a sword, go down the mine, go and get armour, and the deeper you go in the mine, that's where you find the more gold ore, that's where you find all the good shit, and that's what you do. Make sure you build a couple of forges outside your farm, so you can always go, and also the blacksmith will sell you gold ore. You don't have to go down the mine if you want to mine it, but then obviously gold ore costs a bit of funds, so then you've got to make more money in other ways. It's all a great cycle. This game is so full of shit you cannot believe. Also look at the shop, what she sells. She sells wood, she sells windows for your house, she sells armchairs. You make your house look amazing, by the way, later. You're going to play this at work tomorrow. Yeah. If you've not been on it a while, start again. Because I'm pretty glad I've started this again now. I will show you my farm when I'm going to stop. I said it earlier, haven't I? I will show you my better farm. Because I really didn't ought to start showing you guys spoiler stuff now. Because half the stuff you find out, like these things here, I think I can pick this up. These white things you can. Yeah, look, leeks. So you find shit. Oh, this crazy man's here. Oh, he hasn't started yet. So wild horseradish. I will tell you now that inside that community hall, wild horseradish is one of the items that you can get. Don't forget though, Jason, I must remember, always pick that first farm, mate. Don't pick any of the other farms below it, because they're for advanced. You see there's a little secret there somewhere later on. I would go to the mine, but I can't be bothered showing you that yet, because it's not worth it, because I'm very early in the game. I actually need to go and sell my parsnips at the stop. Oh, I've just thought about it. Oh, I thought it was Wednesday. The shop shuts on a Wednesday, by the way. Right, let's head to the store, shall we? Let's just go and speak to people to... She's cranky. Oh my god, she was friendly last time. I think she's got a thing for me. Right, let's get to the store before it shuts. Because I need to go and sell all my shit and buy some potatoes. See, that was another thing I nearly messed up. You get sidetracked in this game. Right then, so we will sell 490 gold, lot. 120 gold. 100 gold. So now I've got 900 gold, you see. Now, I know you might think, well, that's a good way to get to your... You know, your 2,000. But we need to just chuck it into potato seeds and make a shitload of money for the end of the season. Oh, I just can't afford bloody 20. That's OCD. So you see, now I head back to the farm and plant the rest of them. And don't forget, taters are recycling. So now it's making money till the end of the month time, because we're only on Friday the 5th. So it's now all about letting them taters just do the work. Now, when them taters are doing the work, I just concentrate on watering them every day. I then will go and fish. 1, to level up my fishing. 2, to make cash fishing. It's all cool. These need watering again. I don't know why they need watering. That parsnip is going to produce thing tomorrow. Right then, let's get these taters in the ground. Also later on, as the game gets better, you get things like fertilizers. So you can drop some fertilizer in the ground before you plant your seeds, and it does bonuses like speed up the harvesting, or got a chance to get better quality ones. So, like I say, a lot of shit goes on that you don't realise. Also, when I say about managing your squares, like them beans are in the way because you can't see your... It's little things like you're just blocking yourself out kind of thing. I need to realise how to get a scarecrow as well. Right, I've got my 56... 56? Are you shitting me? Mate, that is a stunning thing. Well done. Got my 56 platinum last night on Nero. We played it yet. Some sort of puzzle game, but looks beautiful. I think somebody else has told me about Nero, mate. I've not looked at it yet. But that is an amazing achievement, man. Crazy. How many taters I've got left? 5. 5, but you cannot waste them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might as well leave it because that's going to go on there tomorrow, innit? So, 1. Come on, you little shit. 2, 3, 4. I could do with finding that person that I can give this algae to as well. So who was the person that want? Oh shit, look here. Oh look, we've got a bonus. So 100 gold for doing the parsnips. So that's the basic quest finished. So I get my 100 gold. But all new ones. Right. Robin the carpenter lives in North Town. In exchange for raw materials, she'll construct you new buildings. She can build you a coop so you can put animals. Build a coop is the next quest. I left that for quite some time, I did. You received an invitation. Why, mate, why people invite me when I'm streaming? Reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. That's where I get my scarecrow from. Right, we've got plenty of energy left. It's early in the evening. Time to, where can I spend my resources? Should we clear a bit more land down here? I think that could be the best thing to do, because I'm going to need this shit when I start planting shit. Also, later on, you can build like taps that you can tap oak trees and get oil. There is so much shit. It's brilliant. Where's the axe? I'm glad I've streamed this now. Cool. Good thinking, Jason. Well spotted, mate. See? These are the kind of things that you miss. You get sidetracked so bloody often, it's crazy. I will water the spuds. Well spotted. Thank you. I'll tell you what though, it would be helpful if I aimed in the right bloody spot. Yeah, what I was saying earlier, never finished it. The part about upgrading your watering can later, but you need iron ore and shit to do that. But when you do upgrade it, there's 2 things you need to be aware of. When you upgrade your item, you have to give your old one in, and it takes 2 days to make. So you've got no watering can to water your plants. However, when you get it back, you've just seen me water 1 square. The first upgrade waters 3 squares, but only uses the same amount of energy as 1. So upgrading your tools. I haven't even took you to the blacksmith yet. But anyway, have I got anything to sell? Let me just chuck that shit in there. I'm going to chuck that acorn on there because they're useless. And that's about it, really. So we'll just drop the unnecessary shit in the box. How far of you of making sprinklers? Quite a way. Quite a way. It's not yet. I think I may even upgrade the... I think I'll upgrade the watering can before the sprinklers, because I think the next task is when you're finding like that, you need to go down the mines. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go down the mines to show you, because it's an intriguing little place. Weather. Please be raining tomorrow. Please be raining. Oh, bollocks. Fat lot of good that is, isn't it? Ain't it? Sprinklers to get... Oh, I've got my scarecrow, and I've also got fertiliser, look. There you are. So that's a bonus. I made 20 gold for my acorn. Whoopee shit. But more important things, my scarecrow. So that it stops the birds eating my shit. Stupid question, but can you get farm equipment like plows? No. That is a very question that's asked a lot. No, you cannot. Right, my source tell me you've been poking around the old community centre. Why not pay me a visit? My chambers. Oh yeah, we've got to go and see the wizard. This is what unlocks the shit. I'll do that in a minute because that's cool. So my last thing there, look, as predicted. Let's drop the tater seed. Now I've got to water. My watering can's going to empty, but if I start watering from this end, I can go and get to the water. All about management. Not watering the same square twice, though. Right, why me? Oh, big golf tournament on TV this week, innit? One of my favourites. TPC, where it's the famous Sawgrass, where the 17th green, where it's in the middle of the lake. What a tournament that is. Oh, bollocks. See, just imagine if you've got watering 3 spaces at a time. You can like just... Oh, balls. You can like stand in a line and just drop 3 spots down, and it's so helpful. Oh, come on. Ah! Unnecessary wasting of energy. I mean, it's not massive essential that you know, miss the odd square, but it does use shit up. Right, I need to visit the wizard, don't I? I might as well drop that in there to save pissing about later. Right, let's go to see the wizard. We're off to see the wizard. The wonderful wizard of Stardew. As I said when I clear, you'll also get, if I try and click, let me just whack this rock out of the way. If I try the big rock, look, that's when it reminds you that you need to get a better quality, you see. And that's how you get rid of them big, thick tree stumps that are around as well. There's only one for the players, mate. I was very, very surprised to see Arman win bloody Wells Fargo yesterday. Holy shit, but he did brilliant apparently. DJ, man, DJ's on fire. He's my favourite player. He has been for a long time. DJ should win Sawgrass because he's just killing it at the minute. I mean, he used to be a bit wayward with his drives. I mean, we all know he can drive it fucking stupid distances. And no matter who you are in pro golf, if you've only got a wedge into the greens, you're going to win more than you're fucking not going to. He used to be wayward with his driving, but now he's just killing it. I think he was something like on the 3rd day. I'll give you an example how cool he is at the minute and how well he's doing. He only made the cut on Saturday, which basically means for anybody not golfing, he only just made the cut-off point on Saturday. He finished equal second and only lost by that guy knocking a 28-footy putt in. That's how good DJ is at the minute. He won his previous 3 tournaments as well. So not only had he won his 3 previous, he come first, equal second in this one. And then don't forget, and I'll tell you now, he'd have won Augusta as well. He'd have pissed Augusta. But the silly twat went out in his socks in the rain, slipped down the stairs and knackered his fucking back. The dope. This is cool. I'll let you watch this. This is cool. Fee, fi, fo, fum, this weird wizard. But yeah, DJ is on fire at the minute. Best player in the world by a long way. Put it this way, if you're going to stick some money on him, stick a bit on him to each way. You probably won't get a lot, because I think he'll be favourite to win it, to be fair. If you want an each way bet for the golf this week, go and stick some money on an each way bet on John Rahm. John Rahm, spelled R-H-A-M. Rahm, let me just say it in this thing. You know I know about my golf and my betting. I'm going to tell you something now and just mark my words. We're in June, we're in May. John Rahm will win 1 or 2 tournaments in the next 8 months. Just take that into account, and I said it on here. Because I've been sticking a couple of quid on him on every tournament. He will win a tournament very, very soon. Weird shit happens here now. We're going to get some trance, I think. Or do we have to... I think we have to fetch him something. Spieth's not... I don't think Spieth's got it round there, and he's not playing too well at the minute. I'll have to watch the Golf Channel coverage because I can't watch Sky. Because they're so far up Rory's arse, it makes me feel physically ill. There's 128 golfers out there, and the top 50 in the world will be there, but I bet you Sky Sports are absolutely sucking his dick again. And it really annoys the shit out of me. Anyway, he's talking. He now translates that language, I think. But you see what I mean about this game, how weird and crazy it gets, and just different. So now you see, you'll go to the community centre and I'll be able to show you all that shit. But I think we have to fetch this guy some items. You found a golden scroll. Yeah, I got that scroll off the floor. Stay here, I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. Okay, bugger off. I always thought this guy had got some weird shit going off in here. And I never did anything else bar this bit. He's back. I found the note. Puts it into the pot. There's also a secret place to the left of this guy's house as well that I never went to that you can unlock. Tell you what I'll do, when I've visited this wizard, I think I'm going to go back to the house, save it, and then I'm going to stop streaming it. Have a yak for half an hour if anybody's interested. There's 20 in the room. People might be interested, I don't know. But I'll also show you my big farm, just to show you the state of my farm on the other game. By the way, what makes this game so awesome, by the way, is one guy made this in his bedroom. And I wish him every success, and I think he's making a lot of money as well. Yeah, you can get horses later, ride horses, you build barns, put animals in, build some more coops, get chickens, get eggs, make mayonnaise, make oil, do all sorts of shit. But later on, when I saw some of the heavy players playing, they like on horses. You know how you like slow walking around town? Once you get a barn and get a horse, you ride it and you can go like way faster around town, so then it becomes way better. Well, this guy's made me sniff something that don't look very healthy, I think. You've gained the power of forest magic. You can now decipher the meaning of the Jumino scrolls. Yeah, the cars, you can do like, you get milk and everything and shit like that. So it's like another thing. Right, now let me go. What am I doing? It's only 11:50 AM. Got loads of energy. You can also lay traps in the water as well, which finds stuff every time. You put some bait in it. When you go fishing to the fisherman later, when you level it. Oh, fisherman's here, look. What's he doing here? Oh, it's Saturday. He's not at work, is he? Yeah. He's just told you there's more stock in the shop. I can't be far. Look, there's cars here, look. There you are. There you are, look, Jason. Just the cows. I think you can name the animals. You get yourself a dog or cat later. I think we'll go in here. What does this... I think this woman sells you shit. Here we are, look, purchase animals. So you can purchase, this is good luck. So you pick a coop, you can do chickens, get a barn, you get cars. I think that's sheep. I don't know what that is, but yeah, you get the meaning, look. There you are. She also, what does she sell? She sells milk pails, look, get heaters, all this stuff for your sheep. The game is massive. Do you get what I mean when I said, like, you're just scratching the surface at the beginning? It is so deep and you've got so much going round your head. I'm giving them names like what Clive, Eric and Boris. Oh shit. Right, let's get back to my house. Moose. There's a loose about this house. Nothing to sell. What is that? Is it what is that? That is a dandelion. I'm going to save that because I think that's one of the things you can put in the... I need to start with thinking about $2,000, don't I? And I've not got nothing to sell, though. Holy shit, I'm waiting on my crops. Oh, my beans are ready, I think. Are they? Can't remember. Do beans need me to use the scythe? No, they don't. You have to be careful, actually. Gotta have one chicken for eggs and call him drumstick. Jesus Christ. You're on form today, Jason, I'll tell you that. Right. Like I said, I will save this game. Let me check, even though it's only 2:10 in the afternoon, let me check the weather. It's going to be clear and sunny again. So I'll save this, then I'll show you my other game, and then I'll sit and have a rest and a chat for a bit. Tell you what I meant to do today. In fact, I'm alright because it don't come out till the 10th. I meant to put a pre-order in for the 4K version of Passengers, so I can watch the beautiful lady Jennifer in glorious 4K on the 10th, because that's out this week. So if I put my pre-order in tonight, I should get it on Wednesday. And I can't wait to see. That is a brilliant film, that is, by the way. Right then, boys, that's that. So let me now shut this down and show you my gorgeous... What do you do when it snows and you don't have any animals? Right. What you do, you see, you plan it. When winter... This is why you learn your seasons, you see. And this is why your first year's probably like just pissing about learning. I mean, look at my year. Look at my next game. It's 26th spring of year 2. I've got 8 grand. I think I'm saving 10 grand up for something, if I remember rightly. But in winter, you'll do things like you'll go mining and you'll go and get ore so you can make your sprinklers or your forgers. You just need to do things away from farming. You spend spring, summer, fall farming. That's how you make your money. You spend winter planning other shit. Let me show you this. It's been a long time since I've been here. I'll be interested on this. I'll be interested. Just have a quick peek at this. What 3 things would you take on a desert island and keep it clean? God knows. Oh, you mean... Oh, I get you. I thought you meant... Right, first of all, look at this room. It's raining outside. Look at my shit here, look. I've got a kitchen. Look at all my shit. I've got things like shoes, birthday cake, a fan. I've got some fence panels. I've got mud. I've got wood. I've got every fishing rod in the sun in here. I've got a triclobite, quartz mineral, topaz, kick-ass weapons, swords, cauliflower seeds. They need to be done, I think, in another thing. I've got 57 salmon berries. The reason I was saving them, I was planning to go down the mines, because you die down the mines, by the way. Things that you're fighting, it's fucking unbelievable. But let me show you my farm. Look at my shit here, look. Anyway, watch this beauty. Look here, wait a minute. Look at the organisation, boys. So we've got a topaz. So in my farm, this electrical thing has never worked. If it lightens, it drops shit. But as you can see, look, can you see how organised my farm is, look, with all my sprinklers that's watering all the plants, although it's raining. All my scarecrows, look, all my gorgeous sprinklers set out. Look at all this shit. I think I've got crops to pick, look. Yes, come on. Look how many taters are going. Just look at the organisation. That's all got fertiliser in as well. Plus, by the way, my bag's massive. I think I needed, and if I'm going to show you the menu as well, which is a bit spoilerified, because you're going to see, all the items I can make. They're not ready, are they? No. Just clearing my OCD. I'll also show you my chicken coop in a minute. Oh, let me go inside to the chicken coop. Inside the chicken, look, there are eggs everywhere. There's an egg there. There's mayonnaise here. There's hay that I've done them. There's another egg there. I can also talk to the chickens, I think, give them some love. Then I go to this machine and pick my eggs, look. Let me just get my eggs in the thing. Put them there, put them there. Then go to the mayonnaise machine, look, and put the eggs in. And then tomorrow there'll be mayonnaise. I'll show you the sprinklers, Jason. If you look, they are the basic low sprinklers. Or are they? Can't remember. Let me just try and find my basic low sprinkler. I think they're down the bottom. Right, them there, look. Sorry, there. These are the difference. Them little low sprinklers there, they're the shitty ones that you make first. They just do 1 square each side. Them do that. So you do have to plan ahead and do it right. So as you can see me, my plan when I left the game was, like, if you look at this one up here, that's basically washing all my space. Because I've perfectly managed it, look. If you get me. So basically, that will sprinkle all around there. Just going to check. Oh, bollocks, I didn't mean to do that one. Shit balls. You just have to check, because some plants that you plant can only be gathered by your thing. I've got no seeds, but now also what I also want to show you, lot. These forgers. They make iron bars. I don't think I've got any iron ore. No, but look all the shit I can make here, by the way. Slight spoilers, but you've got furnaces, you've got a cheese press, you've got mayonnaise, you've got a seed maker, you've got a loom, quality fertilizers, iridium sprinkler. That does like an old field, basically. But the shit you need for that is gold bar, iridium bar, and a battery pack. I've never seen any iridium yet in the game at all. You then go to the next page. Look at all this shit. It's just brilliant. Tappers you put onto your trees. Now these lightning rods are the secret that I wanted under the tunnel, and that's all I'm going to say. But you things like another chest here. Look, Christ, what have I got in here? That's it. I'm saving up for my next season, I think. I'm saving up for summer, look, because I've got strawberry seeds, I've got potato seeds, iron bar. Have I got any iron ore? Gold ore, look, I've got 1. Copper bar. Copper ore, that's not enough. You need about 5. Earth crystal. I've got so much stuff in here, it's not even funny. So yeah, it's crazy. These things here I've put in the trees are tappers. They make the oil. Also, if I come across here, look, there's a greenhouse there. I haven't built that, that's been there, but I do think that gets repaired from that community hall. Go in here, look, there's secret fruits, because this is a bat cave. There's bats about, they drop fruit. It is just crazy how far you can get. And bearing in mind, that is just my 2nd year. And it's just... the amount of work that I've done into that is crazy. Bearing in mind, all this was exactly like the one you saw on the other place. My OCD would... we have to have the exception of different growths. Yeah, that's the best idea, mate. That's the best, Jason. That's the best. I'd actually recommend that, because don't forget what you've got to remember, that when you look at things like you've got seeds. Where are they? Let's say you look at some seeds, and they've got time limits. So what you do your seeds for your time. You'd plan your month down to an absolute T. I also can show you my watering can as well. Look, you've not seen this. I think this now does. You hold it, look, and it does 3 spaces. You see? How cool's that? Hold it, let go. So that's my watering can. But what you've got to plan is things like you'll have a tater patch, knowing that they're going to finish on the 6th of the month, and then you'll be immediately ready to do the next thing. It's all about planning. I tell you what I wouldn't do either, because this is a bit of a cheat, and I've never done this. There's obviously a wiki. There's an actual brilliant wiki for this game, Stardew wiki now, and I wouldn't recommend going to it because they give too much away. Because all this stuff here, I've found out for myself. Very, very little have I not found out for myself. And I say that because them wikis tell you like the best crop to plant all the time. So they'll tell you like, just off the top of my head, they'll say like the best crop in summer is strawberries. They won't let you work that stuff out for yourself, and that's what this game's about. It's about you managing your stuff. I think that's all I've got to sell on there, so let me just... that's pretty cool. I'd grow beanstalk 3 times 1 line to water. Yeah, you can, and it's all... You see, that's the joy of it, Jason, what's so good about it. The choice is yours. And this is just the farming side of shit. There's so much other stuff. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me have a walk to the community centre, because I wanted to show you guys what the community centre was like the next bit. And then that will really help you decide what that kind of thing is, because that's really crazy. I'm getting bunged up. Like, I don't know if it's dry heat or not, but you can hear me getting bunged up, and it's a right ball ache. So right, let me go in this community centre and I will show you why this is important. So we come in, you remember the community centre, so we click this. So you get the fish tank. Now what you see, these ones I've finished. Now if you look, the reward for doing all this is to move the glittering boulder. So if I click this, look, this is all my stuff I've got carried. But these are the stuff that I've got to catch and put in here. So I need to find a wood skip. I've got that. I need to find a ghost fish and a puffer fish. Now, the puffer fish is like a rare fish that only comes out at a certain time of the season in a certain place. So you've got to work that out. So you then look at ocean fish. I'm literally one short. And the thing I'm short is a red snapper. And I know that that red snapper only comes out at a certain time of year in a certain spot. Can you sell cars for leather and meat? No, you can't, mate. The only thing you can do with cars is your milk. You do milk them and do shit like that. Night fishing bundle, I'm one short. I'm an eel short. So if I then show you the other places, so I'll then go, this one I've completed, look. See this? I'm not going to tell you what that does because that's the only one I've completed. And I won't tell you what that unlocks. But it's cool. But just to give you an idea, look, when you do click each one of these, it tells you what the rewards. Minecarts repaired. That's really good as well. That's a bonus if you do that. So I've finished one and I've got to get... I've got nothing in here. So I need 2 of one of these. I need a void essence, solar essence, batwing and slime. I've got none of them. Obviously, not a clue. The other one, I need to get 1 item, so I need to find fire quartz. I think that's deep in the mine. So you get me just what this game is. There's just so much shit. God, I've not even started this one. Yeah, there's one down here I think I'm close to finishing. You see, I've got 1 star. That 1 star was because I've finished that thing. Isn't the community centre haunted? Vaguely remember someone saying early in the game when I played it. Yeah, it's them like little things. These little animals you see here look disappearing. It's got some shit like that to do. I've not even touched this one as well, look. Now this will give you a clue what you can do. So this wants you to do an animal bundle. So you've got to get milk, large eggs, normal eggs, goat's milk, wool, duck eggs. So that gives you a clue how deep this goes. And then you need crops out the autumn. Corn, eggplant, pumpkin. And that gives you the greenhouse, look. This one gives you the greenhouse if you fix that one. So the depth of this game is gigantic. I'm close to this, actually. Oh, yeah, look, I'm 1 short. Moral, pine tar, oak resin. I think that's what I was trying to get. Maple syrup I can't get. Never seen a coconut, never seen a cactus, never seen a cave carrot. So if I could just get one of these, I'd finish that and it would repair the bridge. There's also one, I can't remember where it is. Let me try and find it because I think it's just a money one and that's why I was saving money. I've been here, haven't I? Which one was the money? No, it's... In fact, if I remember rightly, you can look and see some of the stuff I've got to get as well. Bring a leek. Bring an apricot. If I remember rightly, you can check your shit here. Yeah, you can. Right, this will help you. You can do that out of your menus. You don't have. You can look at this, but you can't add things in this menu. So it's basically when you're travelling around the map, you can have a quick look what you need, so you don't throw it away. Basically, I'm just trying to find. It's this one, I think. Is it? No. Which one is it? There's one where I'm just money short, I think. Is it this one? No. Could have swore blind I'm saving up and I've got one left to get, and I need to get 25 grand or 10 grand. Well, I can't be right then, surely. Am I missing it? No, I can't be right, and I could have swore fucking blind it. Where? That one's easy enough. I've not put that in because it's just, that is a matter of just knuckling down. You know, you've got to get 99 wood, and just, that's a piece of piss, that is. So I've not really done that one. I can't understand where the money one is. There's like 4 of these, and it said 2 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand, 25 grand. And it's pissing me off now because I can't find it. Where the... Am I losing my mind? Anybody else that's played this? Oh no, of course it's not. Now I'm being fucking stupid. I'll tell you why. I've already done it. Because it's that one. That was it. That was the money one. Sorry, me being a dick. Yeah, that's the money one. You had to do 2 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand, I think. And when I filled it, it filled that and it gave me a reward. And I'm not going to tell you what the reward is because it's pretty cool. And it's really good what happens as well. So, I think I'm going to pause this game, have a minute. The room's getting a bit lower, so we might have 5 minutes talking if anybody's interested. But I'm having a minute, because I've been playing for ages. Oh, God. Holy shit. So what do you think of Stardew Valley, guys, if you've not played it? How cool is it? Shave your beard off to pick up another telly. What's this? That's a great one. I can't believe somebody's riding a scooter with a great big telly on it. It's an iSense telly as well. Sorry guys, I'm just being antisocial and reading my Twitter for a minute. I want to play this now, but can't be asked to turn the laptop on again. It's really good, mate, you've got to admit. Oh. Alright, that's my social media done. Oh god, that's bright. Holy shit. Roman's put his new vlog up, I'll be watching that. Mark Crossfield has put his new one up, so I'll be watching that. My email's filled with a shitload of stuff. And I shall save all that for later. So there you go. Oh, boys. Come on then, let's have some chat. Kicking the questions off. Favourite game genre? I like my RPGs. Is this on iPad? No, it's not. It's only on PC first. It's on the consoles now, Xbox and PS4. Rumours are... Well, no, rumours are abound. It is coming to the Switch in the summer. Ideal Switch game, I've got to say. In fact, I'll tell you something. I'll probably do a Ricky on that. I know damn well he'll be buying it on there, and he's got this a couple of times. But it's so cool. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Next big game I'm playing, I saw somebody ask that either last night or earlier in the night, and I actually thought of answering that. The RTSs and single player RPGs. I mean, to be honest, the perfect game, and you're probably sick of me saying it, but it was the perfect game in my opinion, was Horizon Zero Dawn. The only tiny, tiny niggle I would have liked a little bit more on the, if it had everything that it has, which to me was perfection, but it had a little bit more of a loot table, especially on the clothes wise. I would have liked to have seen more gear and more items, but I guess it was weapon items. I guess weapons were kind of part of the game's mechanic. But yeah, Horizon Dawn's perfection. But the big game I am looking forward to soon, in that is Everybody's Golf. I will play the shit out of that because I can't tell you how many hours I've put into that game through my life. I like crafting games over loot drops. No, I love my loot drop. It's that I think it stems from years and years ago when I very first got into big MMOs and just got one of the best ones. I've spoke many times, Legend of Mia. That had probably the best loot table, but not only the loot table, the game mechanic and the way the loot dropped was just perfection. And it was bordering on free. You actually felt physically like euphoric. Because the way that game worked, picture a Diablo 3D isometric, but you've got massive characters, you've got villages, you've got towns, you've got on the scale of similar to World of Warcraft, but it's in a Diablo-esque isometric. So then you go into caves, you walk in, and you can be in pairs if you want to. It's a proper MMO, so you pair up and group up. You go into these caves, and it's just a hack and slash with a sword or a wizard or whatever. And when you killed shit, and they were just basic things like skeletons or little bugs or something, and you killed them, and then you got to the end of the cave and met a boss or something, or a mini boss. When you hit stuff and killed it, probably 5 times out of 10 they drop fuck all. Few more times you'd get them drop like one item on the floor. But then, the point being is, what happens is you'll get every like 1 in 10 hits. You get what, like, you'll hit a skeleton, it'll die, and it'll just go dink, and it'll drop like a 6x6 square of shit. When that happened, it was just like, holy crap, what's it dropped? Tommy, I've just been playing for 2 hours, mate. I'm having a minute. And I've been playing since 6 o'clock. So, and this group and this stream, I talk on it more than anything because I'm a podcaster. I play games that my community want me to play occasionally. So if it's not your thing, Tommy, then I apologise. But I've just actually sat and played this for 2 hours. I quite like loot drop games like Darksiders 2, but in RPGs like Mass Effect Andromeda, I prefer building. Yeah, I think Mass Effect would be let down by drops, I think. I think Mass Effect's got its own deep mechanic anyway. It's very story-based, very emotional based. I think drops on there would let it down. I think the weird one back in the day was the first Borderlands. That was like... Borderlands 1 was like a fantastic looking game, brilliant brand new graphics that everybody loved. But then like the loot table was like overkill. The amount of hours you spent in that loot table because it was so poorly organised, like there was no comparison. You had to literally fucking check every item you picked up, and then you had to double check it. Is this pistol better? Is this rifle better? And God almighty, that was manic. And then when they made Borderlands 2 and fixed that, by just one tiny, tiny thing that I ever be in my bonnet about, and in any MMO and any RPG, it's the magic button. If you've got a game of that ilk with mass drops, if you haven't got a fucking compare button, you might as well ban it. Was there drops in Horizon? No. There was parts, I think. Was there drops in a row? No, I don't think there was. No, no, because what you did, you bought your items. You actually bought your items from the shop, and it was very limited. It was like a set of 3 bows and a caster and all that. But I set my mind on bows all along, and that's what I stuck with. Borderlands runs at potato quality on my laptop for some reason. For some reason, AMD doesn't like it, and it's the only game I can't run. Really, that's a shame. You not got consoles, Jason, or you're purely PC? By the sound of it, it's what you are. I've had my Alienware out tonight, for Christ's sake. I even started, God knows why, after I'd played the 100 thingy, just to test it for Ricky, I had to install the new all my NVIDIA, because I'd not had it on in months, so I was like just updating it. So I opened the NVIDIA program, and it got all your games listed. And I clicked City Skylines, and I actually sat playing City Skylines for 20 minutes, like just moronic boredom. Like just sat there going, oh right, build a road. And I'm like sat there after about half an hour and saying, why am I playing this? I've no desire to carry on playing it. I'm not going to save it, but I just like automatically clicked it. You got a Wii U and an Xbox One. No PS4? My God. Did somebody ask about what do I think the Pro's going to be at Christmas? What are the Pros now currently? Are they still holding the price? They've not had a reduction, have the Pros, what are they now? About $350 still? Or am I way off the mark? Have the older consoles, 360 GameCube. I'd love my GameCube again. You know, I was talking about the GameCube on the show a few weeks ago, and then I think I bought it up on here. I seriously went on eBay and nearly bought one. I'd actually got one in my basket. But then I realised you can't play it on these modern TVs without a load of shit. So it's $350 with a game. I think there's going to be some announcements at E3. Wouldn't surprise me. Do they announce a price reduction at E3? Maybe not. It's a bit too early. But they've obviously got to come back with something against the Scorpio. Price reduction is a no-brainer. Got to be. And again, the no-brainer is just taking it to $299, isn't it? I think $299 Pro with a game is a killer Christmas deal. When you're going to put it up against a Scorpio at like £500, I think if Sony's got any brain, they make the Pro with the latest games that's coming out this autumn or whatever, or the biggie, the Call of Duties or whatever, or your Destinies, bang that on there for $299. I think you make a killing at Christmas, irrespective of Scorpio, because of price point. Surely Sony are going to price drop soon as Microsoft tonight. Yeah, Ryo, I think my way of thinking is about spot on. I think they're just going to wait, and then it's obviously going to be all about the Christmas market. And like I say, if they drop it $299 with a game, with a killer game, I think they beat them. I really do, because I said this quite a few months ago on the show as well, that it's like everyday man in the street, and I don't mean, you see, us hardcore gamers are going to get a Scorpio, no matter what. We're hardcore gamers, we want the latest shit, the best shit and all that. We're going to do that. But Sony and Microsoft don't make their money on us. They know we're in the equation. When they're adding the numbers up, we're in that equation. We're not part of their mechanic. Their mechanic is Christmas and Mr. and Mrs. Smith with little Johnny Smith. What console does he want? And I still say that when Mr. and Mrs. Smith drop into the toy shops at Christmas, there's no way on God's green fucking earth are they going to drop £500 when they've got something at the side like the Switch with Mario at $250, $270, and then the Pro at probably $290. It's a no-brainer. It's just not going to happen. The Scorpio is, to me, going to be a 90% hardcore gaming purchase. I think very, very few people in the street will walk in off the street and buy a Scorpio. Period. Lance, 100%, I've said it all on, contrary to what most people believe, most idiots believe, that Ryo, the Scorpio, mate, will be 500. I've said this many, many, many times. There is no way they can sell that tech in that machine for less than £500. It's impossible. The price of the tech in that today equates to between £600 to £800 on the market today. We know the prices are going to go down. If Microsoft are willing to take one of the biggest hits ever, it will be under 500 quid. But I seriously can't see them doing that. I really can't. Unless they really need or feel the need to attack the Sony market. And as I say, what I've just said, I think Sony are going to price drop. Mate, very few console companies take big hits. It's been proven in history. Very few take massive hits. And for that to be under £500, that's got to be a big hit. The components inside it are just too expensive. There's no way they can chuck that out at under 500 quid. It's just impossible. The RAM and the processor and the cooling alone is just crazy money. I'll be stunned. It will be, to me, I'll say this right now, if that machine comes out at 450 or lower, it will be the biggest gaming surprise to me in the last 20, 30 year period. Because you just go on component price. It's just crazy. I think it was Digital Foundry who broke the component price down about 4 or 5 months ago, didn't they? And it come to 700 quid, I think, for the kind of components. But I agree with you, Ryo. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think Microsoft do need to take a hit, but I just don't think they can afford to. And I say that also because of the market we're in now. The market share that they are so far behind. Because I do believe if they take a hit and it fails, I honestly think it could be really, really bad for Microsoft. I really do. And I don't want that. You don't want that. We don't want that. Don't they might be willing to take the hit and shift more consoles? Let me just say, whoever that was, I missed who it was. It's you, Jason. We know that software doesn't make that much money either. Gaming, unless done right, is not a very profitable business for these people. They need to, though, for all reasons you said, they'll have to make it back on software. I agree. I mean, and let's bring the old chestnut out of the box. We haven't heard a fucking thing about what's going to be on it. So people are then mentioning money and how much this thing's going to cost. Nobody's even mentioned what's on it yet. What happens if it's bringing out shit you don't like, or you've had enough of? Then what are they going to do? You see, I've got a funny feeling that Microsoft are going to go their old ways, as always. Yes, they're going to bring the best console out, which is brilliant for everybody. We all like new tech. But I just see them steering down that road of... I just see them steering down the road of the usual stuff. And there is going to come a time when the die-hard people will have just had enough. And say, look, I am not playing this stuff again. Do you think the bubble will burst and have another crash like the 80s? I really do believe seriously, unless Microsoft handle this correctly, I think they're in danger. And I say that purely on looking at figures today of sales, where Sony are knocking it out of the park with 75 odd million consoles. They're way ahead at the minute. Don't forget, they've got to catch that up and at least stay with them. And the only way they're going to do that is two things. Price of the Scorpio is going to be a major factor. But the biggest factor of the lot that they do not want to share yet is games. There's no way they're going to shift these consoles if there ain't nothing decent to play on them. And that's what people need to realise. 10 years from now, I reckon Microsoft will make consoles preloaded with Steam, and I'll think this. I've said this privately to a few friends that's asked and stuff about this. I think if there's any big thing going to happen in gaming today, and I mean a major thing, such as Microsoft going like a Steam Box-esque mechanic, or even, God forbid, dropping out, like a big thing, like a massive thing that we would never see. I think if it's going to happen, it will more than likely happen to Microsoft, because Microsoft have just got the company is just so deep into other stuff. You've got to remember, Microsoft came into the gaming market late. They're not a gaming company. They never have been. They've literally, they own the PC market. That's their mechanic. That's their business. So, like I say, unless they handle this absolutely bang on, and I hope to Christ they don't, because we all need it as gamers, because if we ever get down to one console, then that is a slow road to the death of consoles, because there's then no... The only reason console gaming is still great today is because we've got your Switches, you've got your Xboxes, you've got your PlayStations, and they're all competing with good stuff. And Microsoft are about to hit the market with a really cool, great top-end product. But they've got to manage it right. That's the scary thing. And managing it right when you are so far behind is so dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. And I think this is why I think, personally, that's why they're being secretive. Because I think it's so important to them. And there's so many big decisions. I think that's why it is like it is at the minute. They need to really smash something out of the park. Everything you say makes sense. I'm sure they've got some drop the mic moment. I don't think they have. From everything I've seen Phil Spencer in all the interviews and actual live interviews and talking out of his mouth, not written, everyone I've seen him do in the last 8 months kind of scares me, because he's never... Let me put this to you. In the history of gaming, when big announcements are about to come, or about a year out to go, and even down to the point of Nintendo, Sega, Microsoft, all of them across the board, when you've got big announcements on the horizon, I actually think they're tripping over themselves to announce it, or leak a bit of things, or secretly sneak something out, so it whets his appetite, because there's nothing more exciting than a gamer being told something's coming out and his favourite thing's coming out. They go crazy for it. The forums light up, the podcasts light up. It makes gaming what it is, okay? I just feel for this last 12 months, the only thing Microsoft have kind of took great excitement with is the specs of the console. Because they have got a great spec console. And that's why... in the last 12 months, it's snuck out, it's trickled out, because it's whetted his appetite. But where have you seen them whet his appetite with anything mind-blowing game-wise? And that kind of just... I hope I'm wrong. I want them to come and absolutely knock it way out of the park, seriously. But Christ, I'm really worried. Microsoft need to come out with a game changer like Sony did with the PSVR and develop... I'm telling you, Jason, if Microsoft go any peripherals with this machine, they may as well chuck it in the water, in the sea, and forget about it. Never, in my opinion, have they ever got to concentrate on games more than they've got to in this next 6-12 months. Period. They've got to. They cannot afford to try and convince people to keep buying stuff that they might not be interested in. Whether it's future tech, whether it's great tech, whether it's amazing. Concentrate on your console. You're going to have the best powerful console. Show us what it can do. Show us new stuff it can do. Give us great stuff it can do. But please don't bring anything else out with it yet. And if you are going to bring out the usual stuff, please have some more stuff on top. Oh, we missed that one. Console that was seen from the start of his reign. He actually done a decent job turning around a bad company. He has done a good job, but I'm scared for him right now. I bet they've also got games lined up for the Scorpio that they're on lockdown for, with devs in bunkers. Yeah, but Jason, let me tell you something now. And I know that that's what people are clinging to, and they are. We all are. But I'll go back to what I've just said. How many, in the last 20 years, how many drop the mic moments have you ever seen from any of these gaming companies that have literally come and from nowhere gone, this is coming? And everybody's gone, holy fuck. Very, very few. Because I hark back to what I've just said. History proves that leaks and tasters are what whet the gamer's appetite. It's what get the pre-orders ready. It's what sells your games. It's what sells your consoles. Very few times do we get the drop the mic moment of, holy fuck, look what's coming out. You can count them on one hand. That's why I keep going back to... And I also say as well, we've had the Scorpio announcement. They've been postering it every day for fucking months. They've told us what's in it. It's great. They've pulled it off. They've told us it's 60 frames per second. Right. Can you now give me a bit of a fucking hint or a clue of what I'm spending my money on? At the minute, sweet fuck all, to be fair. Rare are doing the Pirates thing. Some of Microsoft House devs have been quiet for ages. I'll tell you now, Jason, not many people are excited about that pirate game. I'll tell you that now. It's online for a start. I'm telling you now, as good as that looked and as exciting it looked, and I even like that, again, it's taking too long. Very little information coming out for it. You see, that to me should be that should be one of these games that I'm mentioning now. This should be one of the games that they're all leaking things. They're showing... I know they did it at the beginning, but it's like Crackdown. They showed it like 2 years ago, and now you've got... Nobody keeps quiet like that. Why would you? If you've got Crackdown or this Pirates game running at kick-ass 60 frames per second in 4K, why the fuck aren't you screaming it from the rooftops now? Or giving little secret leaks? And let me tell you guys, don't think for 1 second that shit doesn't happen. Do you know when you get these little stories and people saying rumours... They've let it out. No fucker else. It's not some cleaner that's been sweeping up and seen something on a board. It's the really high up people that's just snuck it out. So it's a strange thing. I agree, Ryo. They're just doing it really different, and I don't know if they can afford to do it this way. How awesome would it be if they come on stage at E3 on Sunday and totally knock it out of the park with these kick-ass new shit. And like I've said at the start, and people don't think this, I hope to Christ they do. Because I want one, I want to play it, I want to play the best latest games on my tech. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to pay 500 odd quid for a piece of console that's going to sit under there and I'm playing either the same Forza or the same Halo or whatever. Turn 10 is doing a new IP that Hope isn't racing. I think there'll be a new Killer Instinct game on the horizon. Killer Instinct's just turned into a free game that they give out now. It's still good, but I'll tell you what, if Turn 10 are doing a new IP and it's not racing, I'd be very interested in what they're doing. I really would. But we ain't got long to wait, boys and girls. What is it, June 12th, 11th, 12th are we getting to? May seems to be off to a slow start, don't it? We don't seem to be getting out to single figures in May very quickly. It seems very slow to me. Not long to go. Well, Shindol, I'll tell you now, mate, it's out in June, I think, on the Switch, and I can't see it not being long on the Vita. Who knows? I still stand by the fact that the rumours are flying that there might be a Vita 2.0. That's a big, some whispers. And that kind of makes sense as well, with them like dropping, like virtually killing the Vita off dead. Do you know what I mean? Like they've literally killed the Vita off now for the last 3-4 years and buried it into the floor. It would kind of make sense if they've been working on this kick-ass bit of kit for the last 5 years and then they like come on stage and say, this is the new Vita 2.0. Take it anywhere, play anything, PS4, all this bullshit and all that. That's what I think would be cool. I'll tell you what, on the Vita side of things and why I think that could be actually a thing. Again, I arc to the point of Sony has never come out in the last 4 years or so, when it's been slowly dying on its backside. Sony have never come out and actually put the final nail in the coffin, have they? Which is a bit weird. You know, they've never come out and said, right, yeah, we're discontinuing the Vita. When, in all intents and purposes, that Vita could have been discontinued officially 2 years ago. But they're not. It just seems to be like the smelly uncle in the corner, don't it, at a wedding? You know what I mean? The guy who sits alone at the wedding. That's what the Vita is at the minute. And I just think they might come out and especially with Everybody's Golf coming out on PS4 in June, and no mention of it. Yeah, the PSP did die a death, but it died a death because the Vita was coming out. Yeah, I think they'll get rid of the touch stuff if they do it. I mean, let me ask you guys: would you buy one? Would you be interested in a top new piece of Vita tech? I think I would, especially if they're going to obviously bring it out. It's going to be PS4 linked and way better and stuff like that. I would say on a more portable mechanic like the Switch. And to be honest, I think if Sony were thinking about it, or it was on the drawing board, I think that with the fact the Switch looks to be selling fantastic and the tech is so clever and works and does what it says on the tin, I think Sony, if they are now, in the pipeline thinking of a Vita 2.0, I think it's banging. I never bothered with non-Nintendo handhelds. Jason, I'll tell you something now, mate. The Vita is an absolute marvel of tech. Well, yeah, the Switch has took that crown, right? But it's another company. It's Sony. They've got the backbone. They've got the dollars. They've got the install base. They've only got to make a Vita 2.0 now and link it properly with the PS4, and it sells a no-brainer. How many of them 78 million people are going to think, fucking hell, this Vita 2.0, I can play all my PS4 games on the shit ass or on the train. But way better. You think about that one. Whether Nintendo are knocking it out of the park or not. Nintendo's Nintendo. They'll live in their own merry little world, always have done and always do well. But a PS Vita 2.0 coming out and linking it to that, I think that's just wow. Put a kick-ass screen on it, top-range screens, put some real cool tech in it, make the controls how everybody knows the controls should be. I think it's a good one, I really do. I think the failure of the last two handhelds make them skittish as Nintendo destroys all competitions. They do, Jason, I agree with that. However, I still arc back to they're in a different playing field now. Don't forget, when Vita came out, they was way behind the 8-ball. Microsoft were kicking its ass. They were literally, it was swapped round. So yes, they'd got a great piece of tech, and I'll tell you now, there's not a Vita owner on this planet that will not tell you that's one of the best pieces of kit they have, because it is. Quite simply, it's a fantastic piece of machinery, just not supported in its last 2 years. However, I'll arc back to that because at the time of its release, Sony were getting its arse kicked. But you think about it right now, the install base, 70 plus million. The Switch is doing fantastic. They've seen the portability, looks great. I think Vita 2.0 is an absolute fantastic idea. I'd get a Vita above a Switch because I know, and that's the point, Shindo. You've hit the nail on the head, my friend. And that's the point I make. Nintendo will still carry on in its own merry way because it makes fantastic software. But you picture now Sony dropping the bomb with a Vita. And if you think about it as well, when I touched on about E3, where it's going to be very interesting from Sony's point of view, because we all know what Microsoft are doing and have got to do. Everybody in their own little weird way is waiting for Sony to what the fuck they're going to do. And I said the other night on the stream, if Sony just hit us with games, yes, we know it's going to be good. Yes, we know it's going to work because the track record proved it in the last 2 years. They've been doing that every keynote and they've knocked it out of the park. If they are hoping to do big things at E3 and stir the pot and try and steal a bit of Microsoft thunder, I don't think a price reduction would do anything on PSVR or Pro. Yes, it would be good. It wouldn't be a stealer. But a Vita 2.0 with all the shit and bells and whistles, like I've said, I think that would be like a stand-back moment of, wow, that is a no-brainer. Why do you think Microsoft have never gone down the portable path? A couple of reasons, I think, personally. I think, one, as somebody's touched on, Nintendo knock it out of the park every time. They just sell shitloads. It's the best-selling console in the world ever. And also, like I touched on as well, Microsoft have just got too much other business I still see Microsoft's gaming section as just an afterthought. It's a good afterthought, and they've done it really well over the years. I just don't think it's their priority. If you ask the big bosses at powers that be, I don't think gaming's high on their list at all as a business venture or business sense. Not knocking the Switch, fantastic piece of tech, but the only game I'd want to play is Zelda. Thing is, Shindo, that you know that Nintendo games, whatever they bring out, are class. Class. I was watching a video of one of the games that's come on the store this week, and I messaged Ricky straight away. I said, you must check that. And you can just see that the Nintendo just oozes out of it. Clever puzzle game like nothing nobody's ever made. And you just look at it and think, Christ, how did they get these ideas? That's why Nintendo is what it is. They just make perfection. 3DS and DS games' biggest sellers are always simple games like Pokemon and Mario Kart. Yeah, I mean, they're the no-brainers, aren't they? They're just the ones that you just chuck the fodder at and people will buy it. It's just brilliant. I mean, Nintendo are what they are. And I still hark back to the greatest thing that they ever do is never bring a broken game out. I just find that totally and utterly like one of the greatest moments in gaming history, in my opinion. Of all the broken-ass games that are ever released on every console, that Nintendo just constantly churn games out that are never broke. How can they do that every single time? And yet other companies can't. That, to me, is a mad-ass thing, I've got to say. Alexa, time is it?
The time is 10:44 p.m.
Alexa, volume 4. Thing is as well, Jason, about Nintendo, I think you've also got to state that, and I've said this to myself when I'm playing a game, and I just say it out loud, and I'm like playing a game that, you know, like I had no interest in, or you get into it, and it's a Nintendo game, and then you'll just say it like 20 minutes in, you'll smile and you'll just say to yourself, how do they do this all the time? And they just do. It's just crazy what they do. They just bring games out that are fantastic and perfect and just amazing. Like that snipper clips. If any of you out there's got a Switch and you've not gone and downloaded the snipper clips demo that's on the store, just go and do it. Because it's crazy, honestly. That is one of them moments where you will sit there and just a smile will come over your face and go, this is the cleverest shit I've ever seen. But they just do it all the time. They must have so many clever devs and designers that are just on a completely different wavelength. Do you know what I'd really like to see? It'll never happen, but this is throwing this out there. Them clever people that make these amazing Nintendo games, and I mean the clever games that are just fantastic, not your staple Zeldas and stuff. I mean the clever ones that are just like, wow. Get one of them to make a game on one of the Xbox Scorpio or PS4s just to see what they could do. Can you imagine what them people at Nintendo could actually make given the power of these other machines? It's frightening what they do. It really is. Nintendo do lean heavy on existing, but when they innovate, nobody comes close. I know, it's just brilliant. It really is. But you imagine them pulling a game out on the PS4 or the Scorpio. I think it would be bordering on like gaming history, one of the best things you'd ever seen. I think I need to shut my window. One, because I can hear people outside, and two, it's getting cold. And I also have to figure out that I've got to put my washing on the radiators, which I might call it a day, guys. I know we're having a great chat and stuff, but I have been on here a long time tonight. What day is it today? Is it Monday? I think it is Monday, isn't it? Days and shit don't think. Oh my god, you'll never guess what else just popped up on my phone. Are you ready for this one? And I'll tell you something, I had completely forgot about this, and I'm going to stop this stream, and I'm actually going to watch this, because PlayStation Access are right now streaming Loco Roco Remastered, and Loco Roco was one of the greatest games ever made on PSP. Pure fantastic. Please don't just go. Yes, I don't know. What's your favourite developer? Mine is Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog's phenomenal. I mean, come on, they are great. But I asked this question. I think I said this on the podcast a few months ago when they was getting glowing reports for the new DLC shit that's coming out in the summer. By the way, if you haven't ordered that DLC yet, by the way, guys, I don't know if you're aware, most of you probably are. If you're going to order that DLC for the summer, August 23rd, you get free Jax and Daxter if you pre-order it, by the way. Jak and Daxter's new games coming out at the same time. And if you go and pre-order, I know that Shop 2 are doing it. It's $26.99 on Shop 2, and if you go there and order that pre-order now, you'll get the free Jak and Daxter game that comes out at the same time. You should live stream E3 and we'll chat about it on here. Thing is, Jason, I think other people have said this as well, that the Sony keynote is at 2 a.m. On the Monday, our time. And I think that Microsoft One on a Sunday is exactly the time that podcast is recording. So, I have no idea what's going to happen around E3. We shall have to wait and see. It's dropped really cold in here. Well, I've got my YouTube sorted for this evening with my coffee and feet up. Loco Roco comes out at midnight. Really? Well, guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm doing? Then again, how's it going to work on the consoles? What made Loco Roco awesome is the control of the PSP, because you rolled the ball, and this is exactly what you did. You rolled the ball, and the shoulder buttons made it hop. So is it going to be... Stream a video of the conference another day instead, and we'll talk about it anyway. Loco Roco, £9.59 or £11.99 after midnight. What I ought to do is stop my stream now because it's 3 hours long and go and watch PlayStation Access and see if it's worth getting now. What do you guys think? Do you guys watch PlayStation Access, by the way? It's one of my favourite things that I do watch, and if you're not a subscriber or a watcher of their stuff, I highly recommend them. They're pretty cool. And they're very heavily linked officially to Sony as well, so they do have a lot of top shit. But if they're streaming Loco Roco, I might give it because my voice is starting to die. I've been doing this since 6:30. So I've been doing it about 4 hours tonight. I take it people like the earlier stream then. That kind of proved popular at the beginning. And I think it was just choice of this game that drove people away, and the drama had died off, hadn't it? So, guys, I am going to call it a night. I'm absolutely knackered, and you've never played Loco Roco. If you can grab a PSP and grab it on there, I'd actually recommend getting that as well. Go grab it. I'd watch it occasionally along with the outside Xbox. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, the early streams, I'm taking it, people liked it, but I only did it because I was bored. Anyway, I should be back tomorrow night. And by the way, do I let the cat out of the bag or do I wait till tomorrow night? Could have a decent game to stream tomorrow night that I will play, that probably a lot of you have played. I'm looking forward to playing it, but I'm not letting you know what it is. Yeah, that's what I said, Ryo. It was just, you got the PlayStation. No, you did, I think you tilted it. I'm pretty sure you tilted the machine. Oh, then did the R1 make it roll? I can't remember, mate, to be perfect. I know that it was the very first game I ever finished on the PSP. It was so... And the music, can we remember the music? Oh, wait a minute, let me think. Oh, wait. Oh, shit, the music on Loco Roco was absolutely mind-blowingly brilliant, and I'm going to try and remember it. I can hear him singing it now. Didn't it? Well, that answers your question then, Ryo, simply, mate. Yeah, it was the R buttons. What was the tune? I can see them singing it now, and they all start jumping and dancing. Oh, it's in my head. I'll tell you now, if that music is in that remake, I'm buying it. Just for that. I'm guessing then, if this... Basically, what this is going to be was going to be just the right and shoulder on this version, and I think I might get that. In fact, you know what? I am going to get it, guys, and I might stream that tomorrow if that other game don't arrive. What do we say to that one? I can hear that music now in my head. Anyway, I am going to go because my voice is dying. I've been talking for 4 hours, which is crazy. So, thanks again for the stream, watching, and comments. Don't forget to keep supporting the podcast, guys, for Steve and Aidan. They're doing a decent job. And stay tuned to see what's happening with what we're doing. So I should be back tomorrow night with a couple of decent games, hopefully. So let me go and have a coffee. Let me lubricate the old pipes. Because talking to you lot for 4 hours is hard. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching the stream. And I hope I've encouraged some Stardew Valley players to play it. Good night. Have a good evening. And a good day tomorrow. And I shall see you more than likely tomorrow night. Good night.